Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here. Welcome back to the live stream. It's Thursday night, so it is that time again, and here we are in Star Citizen, but we're going to do something a little bit different today. Let's see. First, let me just quickly pause that. I don't know what's going on with Twitch now, of course. Commander Scorpius, good to see you. Riz, Danny Vega, good to see you too. What are we going to do today? I think we're going to explore. But we're going to explore in a Star Citizen kind of way. Starting with the burrito bar. Now, you know what? I realized that there's a lot of stuff in Star Citizen that I have not seen. And I kind of want to go and take a look at it. I don't really have an agenda for, you know, specific places. I have a couple of places that I want to go check out that are listed, but not in any particular order. And I'm welcome any suggestions from chat or from the audience as to cool places to go see. I will gladly fly on over there and take a look. But the goal today is to just check out the verse and see what the heck is going on in Star Citizen. And part of what's prompted this, let me just turn the volume down here because it's super loud for me. Part of what's prompted this kind of wish to go see the verse a little bit is that I got a new PC. I got a new video card, I got a new CPU, and the game looks absolutely fantastic. And I have found myself just pretty much wherever I am going, wow, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I just want more of that. To me, that's a pretty cool thing. Secret Grotto at New Babbage. I think I know exactly where that is, Scorb. I'm wondering why it looks like Twitch is not streaming. Let me take a look here for 1 second. Hang on just 1 second. I'm going to figure out what is going on here. Aquatic DC Signal. Good to see you both, my friends. What's going on with Twitch? It says I'm offline on Twitch, but then it also says live and unstable. I will tell you what kind of PC I got in just a second. Although you should be able to see how absolutely stunning everything looks here. I know the stream's only 1080p. I'm waiting till I get a... you're watching on Twitch? Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's all I needed to know, Scorb. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ghost Hollow on the same planet? Okay, couple more places to go check out. So, yes, we are going to go check them out. Don't shake your head at me. No, yes, we are. Yes, very good. So we got a new computer. I say we because it was my wife that kind of forced me to do it. Well, she didn't force me. I mean, it's not like she was like, you have to buy this computer. And I was like, no, I don't want to buy the computer. It was more like, oh, darling, I don't want to spend that much money. And she's like, you deserve it. You know what? I'm just going to say it's okay. You go ahead and buy it. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. And so, you know, she clicked the buy now button. And I got an upgrade. I do need a couple of burritos to take with me here for this trip, of course, because, you know, exploration is a hungry job, of course. We'll take a couple of citrus beef, and let's grab a little bit of water while we're at it. I'll take a couple of these. 1, 2, because you never know. Could get thirsty. Could be a desert planet. So what did I get? Well... as you may be able to tell by how absolutely gorgeous smooth it is, I got a 5070 Ti, and I got a 9800 X3D AMD processor. I stole the RAM from my old PC. I could not bring myself to pay $700+ for 32 gigs, so I bought 16. I put the 16 in my old PC. I stole the 32 DDR5 from that one and put it in here, because, I mean, don't need to buy extra if you already have 32, and that old PC is just going to go over to her and she's going to play like Audition on it or something. Yeah, the CPU is very, very nice. And I mean, I don't know how this comes through on a 1080p stream on YouTube, but it looks stunning. I'll just show off a little bit the graphic settings. So I'm playing in 1440, so basically in 2K. I have put it up to 4K. It still runs. I mean, I could put it to 4K right now. It'd be just fine. But I mean, this was the bottleneck for me before. My 4060 had 8 gigs of RAM on it. And I mean, like, look at this, you know. I'm using 10.7 right now. I could not do this before. So I am running 1440 Vulkan full screen. VSync actually is on. It's just turned on at the hardware level, so it has to be turned off in the game. Native anti-aliasing with DLSS/DLAA. I've got custom very high, everything very high, very high. I mean, ground textures, they only go to high, I suppose. Very high, very high. And I'm getting, what am I getting here? Oh, I turned off the overlay, but I'm getting between 90 and 120 FPS. It's just gorgeous, and everything looks so nice. The whole game looks so good. There's few games that I can say look this damn nice. And I mean, kudos to the art team at CIG for, you know, building such a beautiful world. They've really done a fantastic job at that. We're gonna take the Titan. Oh no. Yeah, well, we ran into our first Star Citizen bug of the night. Cannot retrieve my ship. Wonderful. Well, you know how to fix that. Get off the UK servers. So, yeah, we will just relog and we'll run back down there. And I usually do like playing on the EU servers at this time of the day. Doesn't generally cause me too much problems. We'll try one more time. Maybe it'll work. There's less people online on the UK servers right now than there are people on the US servers. There is a movement already to boycott Star Citizen. Space Clips, I don't think that's anything new. I was part of that movement, right? And I get it. Their last live stream where they showed off the Siege of Orison was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm pretty sure that's where it's picking up momentum from. It was absolutely terrible. I was talking to a buddy of mine on the phone the other day, and I was saying, how did they just choose? And I'm sorry, I don't even know who the streamer is. And if it's someone that you watch, I apologize, because I'm going to pass judgment right now. But the guy that they chose as their kind of like host streamer for their live stream, he's got to be one of the worst streamers I've ever seen in my life. He didn't know how to host a damn thing. It was so ill prepared. It was so like, yeah, well, I guess okay, and like just nobody knew what the hell they were doing, and they were like angry with each other, and what a mess. And then of course the game, like on what was it, like some kind of private server they were playing on, like their own internal servers was just like garbage and didn't work, and they couldn't even finish the level, and they were bickering with each other, like just a complete utter S show, you know. Now that said, I don't really care, because unless that's happening to me, I'm not too worried about it. And fortunately for myself, the people that I play with are not complete a-holes, so that's always nice. And I don't work on the dev team, so I feel no pressure or any concerns whatsoever with how I stream, and I can stream my own way, and I can have fun streaming, and I have a good audience to communicate with on stream. So yeah, I'm not concerned about that whatsoever. Devs need to play their own game. Yeah, absolutely, man, they really do. And I'm sure they do. I have no doubt that they do play this game, but they have to learn how to stream it is what they need to do, because that was really bad. I guess they figured, hey, we'll bring in a pro streamer and that'll just make our stream so good. No, not so much. All right, so you might notice I've got all these guns that were in my in the back of my Avenger Titan. Oh no, that's what I was worried about. Oh well. There's a story behind why these guns are in the back of my ship, just kind of thrown in here all haphazardly. I'll tell you that story as I... Actually, you know what? We're going to yeet them into space. That's where these things belong. They belong in space. They're not mine. So that's the first thing I'll tell you about these things. They are not mine. I definitely did not buy them. And the ship that I found them on just may possibly have belonged to another player. But we'll get to that in just a second. Ollie is not a streamer. Is that what his name was? Ollie? I thought he was a streamer. They literally said, oh, we got a YouTube or Twitch streamer or something like that. And he joined their team and now he's working for CGI. Like, I thought that was the whole reason they brought him on board was to, like, help them have a better stream. What does he do then, Space Clips? I mean, clearly, nothing in that stream. Not a streamer. Hold on a second. I gotta fix my chat a little bit so I can see both chats. Didn't we say that about Elite? Devs not playing their own game? We just played a lot more. That is true. Yeah, we may have said that about Elite Dangerous as well. And you don't watch those things, Danny? I don't normally watch them either. I don't know. I don't even know why I watch it. And honestly, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I couldn't get through the whole thing. It was so painful. And like, I'd rather just go to the dentist and like not get anesthetic and then have my teeth pulled. It was so bad. Anyhow, I watched about 20 minutes or 30 minutes and then I shut it down and then I keep seeing it pop up on my YouTube feed after that. It's just popping up all over the place. Everyone's talking about it. So yeah, that's probably where the movement's coming from, to boycott Star Citizen. I don't think that's a reason to boycott the game. I can give you much better reasons to boycott Star Citizen than that. And even that, I'm not going to recommend that you boycott the game. I would just say play it if you like it, and don't if you don't. And if you do want to like the game, then hell, watch one of my streams or one of the other streamers out there who will tell you what not to do, and learn from that, because that's pretty much the only thing that keeps you from having a good time in this game is like just doing things that are broken. He is a YouTuber. His name is YoTube. Oh, his name on YouTube is Ollie42. Okay, so he was a YouTuber. Maybe not a streamer then. Andy K, good to see you. All I know, you're in the land of Canuck, but boy, this is late. Andy, it's not that late, man. It's 8:13 p.m. here, brother. My son's sitting on the bed watching Ace Ventura with my wife right now. She's never seen it. He's never seen it. And I swear to God, my kid is Ace Ventura. He's going to grow up. He's going to literally have a house full of pets, and he kind of looks like that too. And he's got that quirky personality. First place to go. Let me think. Where is the first place I want to go here? You know what? Well, we're near Crusader. So let's start with Crusader, and I'm gonna go show off Orison, right? Because that's a big city, and I was kind of wowed by a couple of the silly things in Orison the other day. So we're gonna fly over there. The only reason why I could show off the city now is because the performance on my new PC is so damn nice. I actually can walk around the city, and there's some cool stuff to see. So we'll go check out Orison first, since it's super close, and I think that's a good place to start. And then I'll tell you the story of how I got those guns on my ship while I yeet them out the back here. So let's do that real quick. So, lunchtime there. DC, where the heck are you? Lunchtime. Want to see the old siege of Orison? Well, before it's a siege, I suppose. Let's also make sure I have my helmet on. Always good to check that the helmet is on. And today it is. All right, let's get this gun out of the way. I can't use the tractor beam. Uh-oh. 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 What's going on here, folks? Tractor beam, no bueno. We're not beaming. Can't beam. What am I doing wrong? True hole tractor beam. Here, I have another tractor beam. We'll put this one on. Oh. We could be getting some lag. That could be the problem right now. People are getting banned for 10 years on Spectrum for posting about the drama. Oh my god. Are you serious, Slice? That's ridiculous. Yeah, again, my fault here for grabbing a UK server again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at that. It duped my gun. Okay, hang on a second. Orbit mining. No, that's not what we want. Oh no. I am suffering from some severe lag. That's funny though. Because the stuff's going in and out of my hands. Did I just lose my mining attachment? Or my tractor beam attachment? Oh no. There it is. Okay. We're just getting some very bad lag, of course. I may need to switch servers. I can't even pull out the tractor beam. Yeah. We're going to switch servers again. I think that's what we got to do. Let's try to lie down, and we'll switch server. Use my manly arms. I don't know if that's going to work. And I can't fire the tractor beam, so no, we're not doing it. We'll log out right here in the bed. If it even lets me sit on the bed. Let's see. Why would they get banned for posting about the drama? Like, is it that big of a deal? Are people so starved for entertainment that they're, like, willing to just, like, create drama over a bad stream? Like, I get it. It was a bad stream, but, like, get over it, man. So what? Why are people so interested in that stuff? It's like the whole like obsession with celebrities. I don't get why people are obsessed with celebrities and what they do in their lives. I'm not going to say CIG deserves slack for, you know, the poor production of their Siege of Horus and stuff, but like all of the drama, like the entire interwebs and YouTube's just exploding because they had a shitty stream. Come on, guys. There's better things to do with your time than worry about that. It's true, the mods have their power trip issues. Yeah. That's kind of sad. Okay, let's see if we could do this. Lie down. Oh, okay. I can lie down. That worked. I hope this armor is... Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. We got the broken armor. So this is a bug that I've noticed that can be a little frustrating at times. Oh! Or maybe I don't have to log out. The tractor beam worked. It worked. Okay, hold on. We're good. I'm not even going to talk about the bug. We're going to pretend it didn't exist. Oh, Jesus. How am I supposed to say your name? Sjor Vanderplug. Sjor Vanderplug. I hope I got that right. I haven't done the Dutch challenge in a while, but that sounds kind of like a Dutchish kind of name. All right. So, how do we get these guns? Well, I was on a mission, and I happened to go down to a planet's surface, down to a little outpost where I was supposed to shoot some bad guys. And when I landed, there was a ship landed there. And how strange that this ship was parked right where I needed to go. And I thought, oh, well, you know, most of the ships in this game... Oh, okay, I guess we're not taking these up. Most of the ships in this game are bricked. So what are the chances that this one's actually functional? But then as I approached the ship, I heard gunshots. And I thought, oh, maybe there's another player nearby. Maybe they left their ship unattended and wide open for other people to explore. Because how nice of them, you know, it's a nice ship. I'm sure that they just want people to see it. And so I decided that was a good idea. And I went inside the ship and I realized it wasn't bricked. And I sat down in the pilot seat and I flew it about 10 kilometers away and landed it on the planet. And then I removed the guns and the fuse. Oh, hey, look at that. I was looking for this. That's where it went. I removed the guns and the fuses, and I left it there for him. I mean, I didn't want him to not be able to find it. He could still see it on the radar. It was just a little ways. It was a little hike down the road, minus his guns. I kept imagining in my head that, this guy would go, how the hell did my ship get so far away? Must be a glitch. And then walk over to his ship, because it didn't brick right away. It only bricked when I logged in. I figured he probably took a stroll to his ship, got on the ship, went, wow, that's so weird that it's way over here. Must be a Star Citizen glitch. Flew away. And then if he went to go do any kind of combat mission, probably realized that his guns were missing. And that was me. I thought I could do something with the guns, but no, apparently not. It looked like an old-fashioned Dutch challenge to you. No, Aquatic, I can't sell the guns. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit miffed about that. Okay, wait. I take it back. You can sell the guns, but because they belong to another player, apparently you have to go to a place that allows you to buy, sell and purchase like shady, fell off the back of a spaceship kind of materials and weapons and stuff. So I didn't go there. Now they're bricked, because this is just the way that the game works now. Everything's bricked once a player claims their ship again. So I guess the guy must have claimed his ship. It is now bricked, so I can't do anything with these things other than look at them and try to eat them out the back, and I can't even do that because they're like glitched into my ship's wall. So we're going to fly down to Orison. You'll get to see how beautiful the sky looks down here with my new video card. You think CIG is pretty upset that it showed that using a dev server with a build revealed some core issues? I mean, look, I could see them being upset about that, but it's not like their game is without issues. I mean, does anyone out there honestly, I mean, including all of the staff over at CIG, honestly believe that their game doesn't have bugs? I mean, you're doing a live stream. Of course some of your bugs are going to show up. Your game is notoriously buggy. You know what? I got to stop once we get just a little bit further into the atmosphere so we can revel in the view here. Oh my god. So, let's do this first. I am very happy with my new PC because, number one, clouds actually look like clouds. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to continue to play the game because the way clouds looked on my 4060, which was still running at 1440, just mind you, way less frames and low to medium settings, the clouds looked like Minecraft. It was absolutely terrible. But if you look now, the clouds look like clouds. In fact, let me turn here. You're going to see the texture on my ship is just so nice. Everything is so crisp and clear. I really hope this stuff comes through on the, on YouTube if you're watching on 1080p. I can go fly down through these clouds right now. It's just, here, let's do that actually. Let's turn our shields off so we can fly down. We're flying down to Orison down there. It's about 400 kilometers. If I get up to about 1,000 meters a second here, we could just fly down through the atmosphere. That's what this stream's about. It's appreciating the things that CIG has done right. Put all the drama aside for a second, and let's just look at what they have actually done well. And this, with the epic music playing in the background, is one of them. The seamless space to ground atmospheric flight and the way that the planets look, it's so gorgeous. This really is a beautiful game. This is what I wanted, by the way. Lots of bugs. Yeah, lots of bugs. The whole negativity around it gets more tiring than running to to TDD. Did you mean TDS? Or are we thinking about something else that starts with a TD? Because I thought it was TDS that folks have in the United States right now. and Canada and all over the world. Apparently, all those people have TDS. Couldn't possibly be anything else. You think I canceled against? No. Okay. Seeing you back in here brought me a smile and tears to my eyes, Josh. Welcome back, mate. Zero Filth. Yeah, I recognize that name. Yeah, good to see you too, brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I know it's not Elite Dangerous, but for now, Star Citizen is just what we're playing. I can tell you in about a week, I'm going to be playing Alien Fireteam Elite 2. I really do hope that I can get a couple of folks to join me on that one, because I am a huge, huge Alien nut. My dad, bless his soul. I mean, he was a religious man. I'm not a religious man, but hopefully he is somewhere nice now. He's been gone for a long time. He scared the crap out of me. I don't remember how old I was. I mean, I'm born in 77, and Aliens came out, I think, in like 76. And I know that we watched it at home. My dad saw it, I think, in the theater when I was just a baby. But then he wanted to see it again. He brought the Alien movie home. The original Alien, you know? And so I must have been 6 or 7. And I'm sure 100% there was a lot of protest from my mother probably telling him that I should never ever watch that movie. And now I understand why she was probably saying that. It scared the crap out of me. I could not walk upstairs. I couldn't go anywhere in the house. Thank goodness for Aliens. Kind of changed my whole perspective on the alien, on the xenomorph. Look at this. I could see the flashing light of the damn landing pad. We gotta be still like 200 kilometers away. Look at this. I could see the beacon through the clouds as we're... This is crazy. This is so crazy. By the way, we are getting much closer into the clouds now, so like the cloud layers are really starting to pop. But I could see the damn beacon 200 kilometers away. The original Alien design is a masterpiece. Absolutely. So 1986, Aliens came out. And I watched that, of course, because, hell, I'd already been traumatized by the original Alien movie, so why the hell not? Now I was like 9 years old. And I don't know why I'm tripping right now, but I keep, out of the corner of my eye, seeing something happening in those clouds. I thought maybe it was lightning, but I think it's just the textures or the clouds blending. But look at this. So anyhow, Aliens comes out. Watch that with my dad. We have a blast with that movie. Of course, you know, introduction of the colonial marines, and, you know, that's a real bug hunt. Man, what a great movie. Probably one of the best movies I've ever seen, outside of The Matrix. And so Alien Fireteam Elite, I only discovered that last year, I think. I want to say it was last year, because that's when it came out on Game Pass, and it was the first time I'd seen it. And I'd played a lot of Alien games, going way, way back when. Way, way back when. I played all the Alien games. All the Alien vs. Predator and all of those things. Every single one that came out as far back as I can remember. Like, going way back to, like, whatever original computer I had back in the 90s. And Fireteam Elite is probably the best Alien game that I had ever played. It is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you are a colonial marine, and they bring you down into all these places that you see, and the environments are so well recreated. And I love the friendly fire when you play on certain modes, because like that just makes me feel like I have to work as a squad to fight off these aliens. It's so much fun. 3-player co-op. They are adding 4-player co-op. Ooh. Okay, see, this is why I wanted to do this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm getting like little contrails. I don't know if you guys saw that. The little spinning contrails off the tail fins of my ship. And now you can see the city starting to pop out in the clouds. This game on high settings is just incredible. What they've done with it is just amazing. So if you like Alien, I recommend the horror anime called Magnetic Rose from the 90s. Not familiar with that. Don't think I've ever heard of it before. You saw Aliens in theater twice? Never saw Alien in theater, but Star Wars in 77 was an event. Yeah, so I was born in 77, but I did see all of the Star Wars movies thereafter that my father could bring me to when I was old enough. We watched all the Star Wars movies together. Another movie that kind of scared the crap out of me. Not Star Wars, but Night of the Living Dead, the remake. I'm trying to remember. It's not the original. George Romero did the original one. I don't know who did the remake that was in color, but I won tickets off the radio, of course, because, you know, people used to listen to the radio and stuff. I won tickets for that, and my dad and I went to go see it together. Look how gorgeous this is, though. Amazing. Amazing. Like actual volumetric clouds and a gas giant. You could see me passing them here. This is what I want to do for the stream, by the way. I just want to go explore and just absorb and take in every beautiful thing that this game has, because I can actually do that now with my new PC setup. Oh man, it is pretty amazing. Okay, you know what? We'll just do this. Just zip on in here real quick, like. Avenger Titan, that was your first ship? Loved it? Oh yeah, it's a great ship. I mean, I don't remember who recommended it to me. Probably Scorbius or one of the folks over in Muppet Chat. But it has served me well. Today it's going to be our taxi for getting around a little bit. Actually, you know what? I don't mind, like, renting a different ship. Is there a ship that I could rent that would just be better? You know what? We are going to do that. I just decided. I'm going to try a different ship for the little exploration journey that we're going to do today, because I think that there are some pretty cool ships that I could rent that'll probably have a faster quantum travel and all that stuff than this one here. Plus, I just want to see something different. Geiger was a genius and Ridley Scott was a master. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my God. The Alien movie. You know, it's funny though, because here we are, you know, 2026, and I've been married to my wife for 9 years. I don't remember when I first introduced her to the Alien saga, and we'll call it a saga. I don't remember what year it was. It was sometime in the last 9 years. Maybe earlier in our marriage, and I won't hold this against her because I could see where she's coming from now. But I said, hey, it's one of my favorite movie series of all time. Like, you have to watch Aliens. Aliens meaning the series, of course, not the original movie. That being Alien. So I put the movie on, and she's kind of like, this is the movie that traumatized you when you were a kid? I don't get it. It's not scary. It's kind of funny because, like, watching it as an adult, and of course, you know, having seen so many other things, we watched Walking Dead, we watched like so many other like horror movies together. Going back to the original Alien after all of that trauma, yeah, it didn't really seem all that scary anymore, maybe except for like one good jump scare in the whole movie. So I get why she said it. But it was hard to really communicate why it was terrifying for me. And she's getting it now, though. She's starting to get it now, because our son, who is 6 years old, the other day watching YouTube, put on just some Roblox show. It was just Roblox, but the Roblox had like a scary monster in it. And now it's been like 2 weeks and he just will not walk upstairs by himself. He won't go into a room if the lights are off. He won't even go into the bathroom. He won't step 3 feet away from me to pick up like a balloon on the ground if there's no light there. So yeah, I get it. And she's starting to understand now too, you know. Oh, geez, what's going on here? Where's my landing gear? Landing gear, please. There we go. Yeah, kids can be easily traumatized by even blocky Roblox cartoons, apparently. So, yeah. Our kids' brains were different, absolutely terrified by the UFO TV series. I don't remember the UFO TV series. I don't even know what that was. Probably because my mom wouldn't let me watch it, and we didn't have cable when I was growing up. Well, plus also, it depends on what part of the world you live in. There are different shows. We had Canadian Public Broadcasting Television, which means we had 2 stations, Channel 6, Channel 12. We're really lucky if you got UHF going. You can kind of like tweak the antenna a little bit and pick up Channel 22, which was a US cable network. And that had cartoons on it. So sometimes we had cartoons. Salem's Lot. Yeah, that could be terrifying too. Trauma came full circle. Yeah, it did. TDD is Trade and Development Division in the big cities. Right. Right. Okay. So we're not talking about TDS. I don't like getting politics mixed into my streams. Okay. Here we are at Orison. We have arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, I really and truly and honestly hope, and you know what? Here, I'm going to do a little glitch that's going to get rid of my UI. Hold on. There we go. No UI. Now we can really soak up what a 5070 Ti and a 9800 X3D and Star Citizen on very high settings looks like. The lighting, the effects, everything. It is just, it's spectacular. I mean, it really is. I hate when games look this good. I really do. I hate when they look this good because it forced me to spend a lot of money that I didn't want to spend. It's not that I didn't have it. It's not that I couldn't afford it. I wouldn't have done it if I couldn't. But I didn't want to spend it. I'm cheap. And I hate having to spend money when it's just for something like this. But wow. Wow. That's all I have to say. Wow. Oh, where's this lighting effect coming from? Like, why? Why is there lights flickering around here? I don't understand. It's coming from somewhere, though, I'm sure. It's like moving spotlights all through this room. Anyhow. You're going to see the storm walls in 4.0? I mean, maybe. What the storm walls, I'm assuming that is... Look at the reflection on the panel over there. And on the sign at the top. I'm just so impressed by graphics. Oh my god. Oh, that screen's a little glitchy. I'm assuming that is supposed to be doing that. And like, look at this. I know this isn't anything special, but the thought that they put into the design of these places, if you stand over here, I think that's one of those gas giant atmospheric whales or something that's kind of like up on these panels. They look really nice. On my screen, and I'm playing on a ridiculous screen. Again, my wife's fault. I'll blame her for that. It's a Asus ROG Strix 4K OLED. Just stupid, beautiful. Another reason why I was forced to upgrade my computer, because I told her, I said, I'm never going to be able to run anything on this thing with my old PC. So she fell for it. But yeah, it looks really nice. Okay, we're going to continue walking around here while I rant and rave like a lunatic. We're going to go to the Skyway. And we're just enjoying the scenery, by the way, folks. That's all we're doing today, is we're just enjoying the scenery. We are sucking it all in. This is super cool. It used to be like that, but you learn to enjoy spending money on stuff I want and like. It's a good trap, I know, right? I mean, look, I wanted and I absolutely love this computer. I have a really hard time justifying spending large amounts of money on stuff that is largely for my entertainment. I would much rather spend it on something that's going to make me more money, and I'd rather invest it, or I'd rather like put it into the house, or something that's going to just be better use of the money. But my wife is right. She's right about one thing that she told me. She said, Josh, you don't know how long you're going to live. You know, what are you saving the money for when you're dead? My dad, that's what happened to him. 60 years old, literally, just turned 60, 7 days after his birthday. Just didn't wake up in the morning, you know? Had all this plans for retirement. He literally retired like a week earlier and was all excited about what he was going to do and, you know, what he was saving for, and wanted to buy a motorcycle and get a dog and all this stuff, and then just gone. So, yep, you're right. My wife is a smart woman, you know? Not saying just go spend all your money and put yourself in debt over it, but, you know, I work hard and she works hard, and she said you deserve it, and I couldn't argue with her on that. So went out and upgraded. Literally spent 2 weeks looking at parts going, oh God, this is so overwhelming. I've been out of the PC game for a long time, you know, like I didn't know what I should buy, and I knew my budget and I knew what I wanted in terms of the outcome, but then it was like, okay, now I got to start doing research, and man, I spent 2 weeks just looking at every combination of CPU and memory and motherboards and graphics cards. And then there was the question of, do I get a 9070 XT, or do I get a 50 series GPU, or do I get a 40 series GPU? I mean, like, there's so many options there. Who the hell knows? Who knows? Right? And I hadn't built a PC in a long time. But I did build this one. I did not buy a pre-built. I bought every single component, put it together from scratch, and I feel like I know this beauty sitting in the corner right now. All right, so I'm flying the Avenger Titan. Before I go off on some other rant, let's figure out what's a good ship to just go cruise around in. I'm willing to spend some money. I don't want to waste money on something that's completely useless, but let's see. Medevac, Tumbril Cyclone. Ooh, that's kind of a cool ship. Transporter Light Freight. Let's see, is there one here that says Exploration? I doubt it, because there's not really exploration. Oh! Drake Clipper. Exploration Generalist. Well, there we go. Maybe that's what we get right there. C8R? What's the C8R? Is that a ship on here? Hold on, let me scroll up. Ooh, this one's not bad too. Oh, it's missing some parts in the graphic, but... Transporter Light Freight. Oh, Drake... Oh, this is ugly. This one says Exploration on it as well. Drake Cutter Exploration Starter Pathfinder. Rent a 600i, nice open canopy view. Which one? The 600i? Who makes that? That sounds like is it an Aegis ship? No, here. Let's just go through them one at a time here. Okay, so okay, here's another one. Here's the C8. Oh, the C8R. Okay, the C8. Anvil C8. So we've got this. We'll put this to a vote. 350i if you want a small ship for exploration. In my opinion, they're the best looking small ships for that role. Don't need gold standard or rework, just sit in the seat and fly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this has got a nice canopy on it. Let's take a look at the other ones that are here. I mean, there's the Asp Explorer. I'm not gonna rent this just because it looks like an Asp. What is it called? The Nomad. Okay, Crusader. So there's Transporter Light Freight. I mean, any of these ships, I suppose. I guess I just figured exploration because, you know, it says exploration. I would assume that it's probably good at it. It's kind of hard to tell what this looks like, though. It's kind of weird looking. Crunchwrap Supreme, not the Nomad. The 300i. Okay. If you want something light and fast, the 100i. Well, does anyone have any clue about this one? It says Exploration Generalist, which is kind of what I'm looking for. an exploration ship. I don't know if that's a new one or not. I'm leaning towards this one right now. Naraku, good evening. Any service beacons? Are service beacons working right now? I don't even know what a service beacon is. What the hell's a service beacon? It's clunky, but it has a med bed. Okay. That could be useful. Transporter light freight. I kind of want something that looks cool. That no, not a MISC. I have too many of those. Okay, let's see what we got here. Multi-role, combat, exploration, pathfinder. Well, no, definitely not that. What else do we got? Support medical, transporter, Hermes. That's a big one. This one is industrial starter light salvage, and then tumbrel. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with the Drake for now. It looks interesting, and it says exploration, so why the hell not? Rent. Done. Decided. I don't want to waste any more time on it. A ship's a ship's a ship, right? Beautiful sunrise over Orison here on Crusader. And I want to take the tram. We're going to just spend a few minutes exploring Crusader because I just want to look at this stuff. How pretty this planet is. I'm not a big fan of pinks and glowy stuff, but I saw something that nobody else who was watching me streaming the other day, and it was just a private stream on Discord, had ever seen in the game before. And I don't know why, I was just really wowed by it. And it has to do with these trees. But in order to get there, I do have to take the space shuttle, or the shuttle station here. View from the flight deck of the Clipper is meh. That's okay. Schlags. I'm going to view it from the outside, from the camera on the outside, so that'll be just fine. All right, let's go this way here. I'd take this ship, that ship right there. I'll take one of those. Providence platform, nope. We are going to go over here. Shuttle arriving in 14 seconds. Perfect. By the way, having an upgraded PC does make this game better. I'm not going to lie. Everything is better now. It's not just how it looks, it plays better. Everything is better. And it has nothing to do with the faux blue leather seats that look kind of like the blue plastic seats in the metros here in Montreal. But we are going to sit down on that and enjoy the view that on my former PC would give me about 20 frames a second as I'd fly through here. Now I'm blasting away at a good 90 or so. You've never flown or heard of a Clipper, so it has been released in the past year. That's all I need. And Sejoer, you gotta give me like a phonetic pronunciation of your name. Just type in how I can phonetically pronounce your name, because I'm sure it's like Sior or something like that, and I don't want to mispronounce it. I'll try to say it as best as I can. Drake Clipper has a small footprint, kind of like a multi-story apartment with wings. Okay. Mercury Star Runner score? Is that a good one for exploration? Where else am I streaming? I'm streaming on Twitch and on YouTube right now. Zero? Sure to be sure. So is it pronounced shore?
If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Or did you mean like, am I streaming other days? Zero, thanks for the follow, brother. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome home, brother. Welcome back to the Hawk Flock. Okay, so this is... Oh, now don't tell me it's not gonna happen today. It was this. This is what I came here to see. And of course, now that I'm streaming, the magic ain't happening. Hold on, I gotta find some. So all of these trees, you could see that they are just dropping petals all over the place. That was not what impressed me. Okay, that's not what I came all the way over here for. What I came here for is the fact that apparently these petals, and now they're all disappearing. This is not looking good, folks. This is not looking good. Okay, these petals, when I was here the other day, were physics-based petals. I kid you not. This entire pile was flipping up in the air. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Look at this. There it is. Okay, the wind, we just needed a little wind. The wind was picking up just like this, and they were catching the breeze. They're literally physics-based. Look at this. And they get caught on the stairs too. But it was a lot better. Well, maybe not a lot better, but there was a lot more of it happening. There's also glowflies in the bushes. They're just separate petals that fly around. Yeah, but no, it's the way that they were catching in the breeze. I mean, yeah, I know it's silly, but like, I love seeing this in real life when like leaves in the fall time here in Montreal. You know, we have tons of leaves just fall everywhere, especially my property. I have 100 trees around my house, so you know, 2 foot deep, meter deep leaves covering every square foot of property that I own. And when the wind gets going, it'll pick them up and just spin them up into like a little tornado sometimes. And I've always loved that. The way that the air does that. Weather does not wait for us. No, it does not, right? They do it most at night. Oh, so wait, you mean there's glowflies in the bushes here? Oh, okay. Interesting. I did not see that. I will have to come back to Crusader at nighttime. But yeah, I was like super impressed by this. I don't know. I'm not super impressed. So I'm sorry. That's not the right word I was looking for. I'm not super impressed by, you know, physics in a game. And those aren't even pure physics because they do vanish after a while. But I was just very impressed at the way that it was doing it in this game that I had never seen before with my old graphics card. And I do like this. It's very pretty. These are like apple blossom trees or cherry blossom trees or whatever. We have a couple of them in my neighborhood. They're so pretty in the springtime. So yeah, let's go take a look at some more of the decor here on Orison. While we're here, we can see the flying whale. I don't know what is this thing called? The narwhals? I don't know. There's some name to it. Oh, I never noticed before. That's the first time I've seen that it actually shoots water out of its back nose. It's water spout, I guess. Let's see how the water looks here. Ooh, okay. Hey, you got some transparency on the water. That's pretty good. The specular in that water. That's really nice. Storm wall. That. Storm whale, storm wall. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Something like that. I mean, it definitely looks nice. You can see the water trickling down the side of it. Here, let's jump down here for a sec. So apparently these are going to be in the game, or they are in the game. I don't know if they are or are not. Game looks good, no doubt about it. Yeah, no, it really does. The environment in this game is, I mean, it's like nothing I've seen before. I like, look at this. What the hell? Who designs this stuff just for fun? And that ship up there, that's someone's ship. Someone is up there on that ship right now. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're rearranging their UI or their keybinds or something. But that thing is some player ship right there. And he could fly right down here if he wanted to. Come say hi to us. This is a very, very pretty game. So this is Crusader. City in the clouds. Okay, stand right under the structure and you can hear the whale song. Okay. Oh yeah. I hear it. It's the scale that makes it impressive. No kidding. Hold on here. Let me do this real quick. I'll turn the master volume up a little bit. Yeah, I do hear it. Let's try down here. That's cool. I didn't know that. Thanks for pointing that out, by the way. Yeah, no, that'll be awesome. When you kind of like fly around and randomly come across a herd of these things floating through the air. Very cool. That guy still hasn't gone anywhere. But that ship just zipped the hell out of there. That's probably a player. The scale of Star Citizen is like there's nothing else that compares. I mean, I would say that in its own way, Star Citizen scale impresses me the same way that Elite Dangerous's galactic scale impresses me. You know, Elite Dangerous has a 1-to-1 recreation of the Milky Way galaxy. But there's nowhere in the game that you can go and see this level of detail and design input and just human genius, creative, artistic, raw talent put into building something as impressive as what they've done in this game. The cities and the structures and everything. I mean, like, there's detail in everything. Look at this, like marble on the walls, and like, it's just so nicely decorated. I want one of their designers to come and like design my home decor. This is the TDD, by the way, that we were talking about before. This is like the stock market, essentially. So when you need to come and sell commodities on Orison, you come over here and you use this console. And this is where I sell all of my Quantanium. Once it's been mined and refined, I'll come here and do a little bit of trade. Usually leave a couple of million credits richer than I was before. Grumpbeard, you're not really sold on this game still, to be honest. It's shiny and show-off worthy, but there's really not much game there. Well, I mean, that is debatable. I would not have disagreed with you a few weeks ago. I would have said, yeah, this game kind of sucks. But I have been playing it every single day, and I'm finding that there is actually a lot to do. Now, the stuff that I've been doing, and I'll tell you, Grump, I've tried a lot so far. I've tried a lot of different parts of the game. I have done combat. Hold on, let me just make sure I can get on a shuttle somewhere. We'll just come over here. So I have done combat with mercenaries and bounty missions. The combat ranges from fly out to this part of space, and then a couple of ships will show up, and then you fight spaceships in space as you would expect to. They can be, hey, go down to a planet and find this last location where so-and-so was last seen and go and destroy them. They can be, go down to this, security station or base or whatever and get rid of the outlaws that have taken over the station, and now you're getting out of your ship and you're going into first-person combat, and you're going down underground and taking elevators and clearing guys out of either, like, security outposts or like some civilian mining or refinery place, or even like a full-on cave that's like layers and layers deep. And then I ran one with the guys the other day, and that was like a whole freaking mission that brought you through like this alien facility with radiation shooting off, and platforming that you had to do, and alien ships that dissolved the corpses of guys that you threw in there and powered up a spaceship. Like, it was pretty elaborate, I'm not gonna lie. Some pretty crazy stuff in there. So like, that's like your bounty and your mercenary missions if you want to go do fighting in space, or you can go and do the fighting on foot. And then those big missions like deep dungeons, kind of like dungeon crawling. I've done mining. mining has been quite interesting. You have mining by hand, where you can just kind of like get out of your ship and walk around and mine these little rocks that you find. They could be on the ground, they could be in caves that you could go down and explore these caves and find them. You could do mining in your ship, where you can do surface mining and fly around and find larger deposits that have to be broken up. You could do mining in space, in asteroid belts, or in the Iron Halo, which is like the biggest asteroid belt you've ever seen in your life. There's salvaging. So I have a salvage ship. These are two activities that I like a lot, by the way, the salvaging and the mining. And the space combat's fun too. So the salvaging is basically like you go out in your salvage ship and you can find these wrecks, or you could find debris that's out in space, and then you quite literally melt the metal off the surface of the damn thing and collect the metal as recycled material composite, RMC, and then you sell that for money. And then if it's a ship, you can salvage the components on it, and you can break the ship into pieces and then like disintegrate it and take the construction materials, and that's all used for the crafting. I tried some crafting last week, where all of the mining and all of the salvaging and all of that stuff is for crafting, and there's like different grades of materials that you can get, and that makes the weapons and armor and all the stuff that you're building better or worse if you use really bad components. And, and then I found this crazy elaborate mission. And, I mean, granted, it didn't really work so much for me, but I'll tell you about it anyhow. I needed Karenite, which is a type of mining material. It's a mineral or a resource or something. And I was like, Karenite? How the hell do you get Karenite? I've never seen that before. Well, sure enough, I had to Google it, and I find out that Karenite comes from one very specific place. I'm like, okay, well, let's read up. Where do you go? So there's a planet, there's a moon around Crusader, and we should go check this out, honestly, because it's really cool. But this is like the most elaborate mission that I've ever seen in a space game, at least. So there's an orbital mining platform that's floating in space above this moon. And the Karenite is underground, and you have to activate the laser on the orbital platform to blast a hole in the ground in order to get to it. But it's not just as simple as going and pressing a button and the laser fires off. Oh, no. There are 3 stations around the orbital platform that are down on the ground. You have to go to each one of the stations and align an antenna that aims up at the orbital platform that triangulates where the laser is going to shoot. Each one of those bases that has the antenna is a full-on huge, ground installation with multiple buildings and warehouses and all kinds of stuff. And what are you doing there? Well, you have to go around to each one of the buildings. You get a security key card that lets you access another building. In there, you get another security key card. When you get all 3 of the security key cards for the main administrative building, then you can go in there and you can open up the 3 administrative rooms that then give you there's a tablet in each room. You insert the tablets into the antenna. That aligns the antenna. There's different stages that this goes through, and waves of enemies and giant worms spawn out of the ground while you're doing this, by the way. So it's not exactly something that you do easily by yourself. But eventually, you do get this antenna aligned. And once it's aligned, then a door can open up, and there's a giant battery, and you take that battery, you put in your ship, you fly up to the orbital platform, and you insert that battery on the orbital platform that has bad guys that are trying to shoot at you as well up in space. And once you've done that 3 times, now the orbital laser is powered. You go into the main room in the orbital laser, you get a security key from there, then you fly down to the surface of the planet where the laser is supposed to blast, and there's a bunker. And you take that security key and you go in the bunker, you insert it, you press the down button, and a giant space laser fires down, blasts a hole open in the ground, and that's where you go in and get your Karenite. So, and that's just one thing that I discovered while I was like, well, how do you get Karenite? Well, apparently there's this whole mission that you have to do. So to say that there's not much game, when I learned about that, that's where I would say, I guess it's subjective. I'm not going to say you're wrong, because, not everyone wants to have to go through all of that crap. And to be honest, as a solo player, it wasn't exactly an easy thing to do, and I couldn't eventually even get the damn Karenite. But some guy was up on the platform when I finally did give up on trying to do it myself, and he had the 3 batteries, and then I followed him down to the ground, and when he went inside to go activate the space laser, I killed him, and I took the keycard, and I activated it myself. And it blasted a hole in the ground, and then I stole his ship and flew it up into space, thinking, ha ha ha, now I got your ship. Not realizing that his ship, which was rather large, had I guess a medical bed on it, and then he respawned and just killed me while I was flying the ship. But I went back, and I found him down in the hole, mining the Karenite, and he was in some kind of mech suit. And he was just coming out of the hole while I was flying my ship down there. And I saw him in the mech suit, and I guess he saw me, and so I just opened fire from my ship and destroyed his mech suit, and I think I killed him. And then he didn't come back, and then I went down in the hole and tried to mine the Karenite and realized that I needed a mech suit to do it myself. So, lesson learned. I have no idea how to get on this ship. The orbital laser was so awesome. Yeah, it really is. Hold on one second. I got to scroll up on the chat here. Sorry, I went on a long rant there about that laser thing. Karenite is used for Wikello and crafting some volt guns. Hold on. I got to scroll up even more. Yeah, you got to live with it for a few days, understand the appeal and why people still play it despite it not being nearly complete. And extremely buggy. I'm going to add that. Extremely buggy. Not so buggy that you can't play it, though. Been playing for a little more than a year, Danny. Started back in 2021 when you were gifted the Aurora in the game package. Now you're a nomad trucker. Yeah, there you go. The normies used to call that place Hathor. It's one of those discovery missions you have to find in the verse through exploration. Yeah, well, I found it. I found it, man. So Grump, what do you have to say about that? I'm curious. What do you think about what I just said about all that stuff? You don't mean to sound obtuse or anything. Just curious from my perspective. Let me see. Not really. Okay. Well, okay, so I hope I answered my perspective on the game. It doesn't really have much Elite wasn't doing 10 years ago, you know. Bar, more in-depth, foot gameplay, that's where it does well. Well, it does. You tried SE on Free Fly last year and never touched it since. I mean, look, like I said, it's not for everyone, but I look, I don't even know how to get into this damn ship. I rented the ship. I can't even find the damn entrance to it. So, you know, the Star Citizen is kind of like this sometimes. Like, you have to figure some stuff out. Some help here would be nice, by the way, if anyone knows how exactly I can get in this ship. Maybe I should, you know what, turn my interface back on. That's probably going to help. There we go. Ramp access. There we go. Now I can see the buttons. I forgot I had my UI turned off. Grump, if anything, I'll tell you what the game does have. It's got ship interiors. And that for me, in a crazy way, is almost all I ever needed in a space game is this. To be able to come into my ship and walk around and do stuff. I mean, there's engineering consoles. If you want to be an engineer, you could quite literally control the ship from the engineering console. Ask Scorb and Gresu and Nuke. I've kind of pressed the power button on that engineering panel a couple of times and turned the ship off. So yeah. Oh, here it is. This is the, oh no, this is the digital medical assistant. Look at this. I'm going to just, should I? I don't know if I should do this. If I die, I'll respawn in the ship. But if I'm just exploring, I don't know if I want to do that. 100% agree on interiors. It's tragic ED still doesn't have that. Well, they have the Nomad. I mean, they do. The Nomad's a thing. I got really excited about that little ship. It really does change the game in a lot of good ways. Lower elevator? Where does this go? But, I mean, they don't have this. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's just another way in and out of the ship. They don't have this. And this is I played in VR the other day, by the way. Oh my god. This in VR, it's something else. I guess I gotta keep going up. Oh, it says bridge. Yeah. Follow the arrows. Okay. What's this open up? Ooh, auxiliary seats for passengers, right? See, look at that. Oh, we're in the bridge. Let's see what's up here. Captain's quarters right here, right? Captain's quarters, little place to have a seat at your bench if you want to have lunch, right? Actually, you know what? It is a good time to have myself a little drinky poo, because my guy looks like he's somewhat thirsty. We'll have a burrito. We'll eat that burrito right here. Yeah, that was a good burrito. We'll drink a little Vestal water, because, you know, gotta stay hydrated. Glug, glug, glug. VR was good. Yeah, it was aquatic. On my new rig, it's amazing. It's I mean, Elite Dangerous was great in VR. I remember that was just like the premiere experience for me was Elite Dangerous in VR. And I tried... Oh, here's the engineering console, by the way. So if you want to see a bit more gameplay, if you're an engineer, you can fiddle with all this stuff. You got, like, configurations here, you know, power control, all your power sources. You have presets that you can apply. You have the 3D view. You can, like, click on all of these different things. Med bay. I don't know why is this on fire. It's not on fire. But I mean, I can like turn off the life support in here. So if someone's infiltrating my ship, I can like open and lock, or open, close, lock doors, turn off life support, all kinds of stuff. So some pretty cool stuff you can do in here. And you get your notifications, what kind of modes you're in. So I could not get the VR working on my 4060. It struggled really, really badly. What's this do? But on this one, ooh, that's what it did. It opened a trapdoor. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Open the ladder. Oh, look at this. Okay, and this is, see, it's. Oh, that's not a ladder. Oh, okay, never mind. These are the ship's modules, so you can pull these out and replace them. That's what it is. That's just locking. So yeah, getting this game working in VR and having like solid 60 FPS with very high graphics in VR, it's something else. Being able to walk around in your ship like this and fly in space and do all the FPS stuff, it's crazy. You know, one of the things that VR is really good for is gunplay. And what's always really cool to watch when you're playing a VR game that has guns in it is that you can aim down the sights. And you can literally, you know, tilt your head and close one eye if you want to, like, aim down your sights and use your iron sights or whatever. You can do that in this game, too. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, the fidelity is quite nice. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go check something else out. Any suggestions where we should go? I was gonna fly to one of the moons just around here to see like what the planet surfaces look like and kind of showcase that a little bit. But if there's a specific place that we should go to, let's see what this ship looks like. A little bit of a takeoff here. I have a feeling that the wings are going to unfold, so we'll do that. It's a tight squeeze, or no, maybe just that angle makes it look like a tight squeeze. Let's see. Nice. It's got a cool sound to it. There's another player just taking off right over there. Let's see what they're flying. I think, what is that called? Is it a Corsair? I don't remember. I've seen a lot of this ship flying around. Hello, friend. Welcome to the verse. Why, thank you very much. Dreliza Beth Noble. Dreliza Beth Noble. I should go find Benny Hench, Priscosmos. I don't even know where that is. VR just entered natively in Star Citizen only a few patches ago. So it has a lot of maturing, I guess, to do. Yeah, it really does. VR, any game in VR just gives you a sense of scale that you couldn't really appreciate before you get into the VR. Elite Dangerous, it's the same thing. I mean, like, you're sitting in the cockpit of a ship that you can't really appreciate in Elite because you can't turn around. In VR, you can turn around, you can see the size of the cockpit. You get the sense of scale that just isn't there when you're not in VR. And this game does a pretty phenomenal job at it when you have a system capable of running it. And I'm using a Quest 3, so I got my setup right here. She's a beaut, and the 5070 Ti handles this game wonderfully. When you enter a small hangar versus an extra large hangar, it's just wild how big it is. Yeah, no, it's absolutely true. I cannot dispute that even for a second. You're in a Clipper. Oh, Dr. Elizabeth Noble. Yep. That's my 95 IQ talking there, Dr. Elizabeth Noble. Dreliza Beth Noble, I think, sounds much better, by the way. So you ought to change your name. It is definitely not Dr. Elizabeth. Dreliza Beth Noble. That's what you're going to be from now on. Scuttles, best way to know is to ram it. That's like science in Elite Dangerous. We just shoot stuff. We science it with our guns. Hi, how long have you played Star Citizen for? Also, I fly a ship called the Drake Ironclad. Aiden, I have been playing Star Citizen now. So here, let's go back. I bought Star Citizen back in 2018, I want to say. No, 2017 or 2018. I don't know. It was like 10 years ago. I bought my initial pledge starter pack with the Aurora. And I could not play back then. I mean, it was way too buggy. I was heavy into Elite Dangerous. I was a very, I guess you could say, I'm not going to say I was a popular Elite Dangerous streamer, but I was one of many popular Elite Dangerous streamers, and that's pretty much all I did, is play Elite Dangerous and explore. And so I tried to play this game. I couldn't really get into it. A big entry point for me, or a big failure point for me playing the game, was just the way that the keybinds were just not set up for me at the time, and it took so long for me to get that working. I didn't like the flight model compared to Elite. It didn't have proper exploration. I was a little bit miffed about that. I was an explorer. I am an explorer by nature. And so I put the game down. I didn't like the bugs. Didn't like a lot of the things in the game. I picked it back up not that long ago. So it was like a good 10 years. I might have played it once in between, but I don't recall. And when I did pick it back up, a lot had changed. I said, hey, I'm going to give Star Citizen a try and see what's going on. A lot of my friends were playing Star Citizen, and I thought, hell, I should see what the hype's all about. Also, it was popping up on my YouTube feed a lot for some reason. So I hopped in the game. This is just a few months ago, really. And did a bunch of stuff that was completely broken, could not complete missions, and then ultimately ended up getting thrown in jail for 24 hours, real-world life hours, like my time hours, while I was on stream. And I was extremely, extremely pissed off about that. Because the reason why I ended up in jail was no fault of my own. It was quite literally a broken mission that told me to go kill a bunch of guys, and turned out those guys were good guys. So I killed a whole bunch of good guys, like some crazy murder hobo, and the game punished me by putting me in jail for 24 hours and made me break rocks. And I said, that's it. I'm never playing this game again. And I don't even know why. I guess the YouTube algorithm gods just once again favored Star Citizen, kept popping up all kinds of stuff, and I was like, wow, the game really looks beautiful. It's too bad that it's such complete and utter crap. And that was my attitude about Star Citizen just, 4 weeks ago. Complete and utter garbage. I hate this game. I'm never going back. And I don't remember what it was. I saw something. I watched one video. I wish I could tell you what it was. But I watched one video and I said, you know what? There's something about this that looks really good. I gotta give it one last chance. And so I logged in. I swore to myself I would not shoot any NPCs, because that would be it. I don't think I would ever play the game again if I got put back in space jail. And I started doing salvaging. And then I was like, ooh, this is kind of fun. And this is just 4 weeks ago, maybe 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that. It hasn't been more than 2 months max. And I've been pulled into this game every single day now. And I mean, to the point where it's unhealthy. Like, I'm like, oh, it's lunchtime. I guess I could take 45 minutes and go and do some mining or whatever. And, like, times that I really ought not to be playing. And I haven't been able to put it down. It's drawn me in entirely. Like, I'm sucked into the universe. I will not be spending hundreds of dollars buying ships. I'm not at all interested in doing that. I'm earning my credits doing in-game activities. I've earned several millions. I've bought myself a few ships already. I own a Drake Vulture. I own a Miss Prospector. I have the Avenger Aegis Titan. I was gifted a ship from Commander Scorpius, so thanks, Scorb, if you're still on, which I did a little upgrade. I figured $15 of my hard-earned money for the game that I'm playing now for a month was worth it. And so I spent $15. I upgraded the ship that he bought me to an Arrow, and then I did some space combat, and I found that really fun. And here I am. Let's go check out Daymar. Yeah, so it's been about a month and a bit. And this game has now literally cost me several thousands of dollars because it looks so damn good, but my last PC just didn't run it very well, and I had to go and buy a new PC. Did I drop the soap? Not quite. Not quite. Driliza, Beth Noble, did not drop the soap. I want to fly down to Daymar. This is apparently a desert planet. I don't know if there's anything particular about Daymar that's really cool to look at, but I want to see kind of what it looks like. Ooh, that was interesting. We're going to fly down. We're doing this kind of exploring and seeing what the game's all about, so I'm going to just put this in an interesting angle here. And again, today is about enjoying what the game actually does well, and one thing it does absolutely phenomenal is the graphics. Look at this. What am I looking at here? Why is the atmosphere, like the light from the atmosphere is like skipping off there, and you can see the shadow of the mountains in the atmosphere too. Like, look at the streaks that it's making from the star over there. I don't know what this, I guess it's the Stanton star. The streaks of those mountains is ridiculous. Check out the OLPs on Daymar. Oh yeah, this is the orbital laser platform. I'll go check out one of those, because that's what I was talking about before. Was thank you, Driliza. That was actually one of the places that I had just ranted about before, that I had discovered the whole orbital platform thing. those shadows are also cast on a sunset or sunrise. I imagine they are. I mean, this is technically a sunset here, right? It looks amazing. And I know on YouTube you're not seeing the same level of detail as I am because I'm only streaming in 1080p, but let me tell you, I literally can see grains of sand down on the surface of the planet a good, what, 15 kilometers down below me. It looks stunning. The graphic quality and fidelity in this game is something else, man. You like the moons of the Hurston system? Julio, good to see you, man. One way or another, you're going to be spending a few grand on this game, whether you're buying ships with real money or spending money buying peripherals or upgrading your computer. I hope to not have to upgrade my computer for at least 5 to 10 more years. I just got a brand new PC. I assembled it 2 days ago. So I'm running a 5070 and a 9800X3D processor right now. 5070 Ti, excuse me. No, I can't forget the Ti. So it was a significant upgrade from the 4060 in terms of the quality of graphics that I'm getting now. And I mean, the game just, it's night and day how much nicer it looks now. It's absolutely amazing. And how well it runs too. Like, I'm getting 120 frames a second on very high graphics. Let me just turn around here and look at these mountains. I'm gonna land. You know what? Let's land. Let's come in for a landing. Let's see what the ground looks like up close. Apparently there's a bunch of like places where you can get like deep canyons on Daymar. And I say apparently, I flew through one the other day and completely destroyed my ship. But yeah, no, this game looks gorgeous. How many systems are there now? Well, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I want to say 4, but they're not all functional systems. So you have Stanton, which is where we're at right now. You have Pyro and Nyx. Okay, 3. But Nyx apparently does not have... It has planets, but you can't fly to them. And this is one of the things that they are in the process... Well, it's on the roadmap for the next patch as tentative. But they have a whole... what are they calling it? The Genesis system that is going to be creating these planets. And these planets, based on what they've shown so far, the way that it works... I mean, I could go on and on about how ridiculously beautiful it is. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath like I'm not holding my breath on anything else in this game either. I'm just appreciating what's already in it. I know that you can go to Pyro, and I know you can go to Nyx. In fact, we should go there because going through the wormhole is pretty crazy. And I want to go check out Pyro. I want to go see some of the stuff there. I really do want to see all of the systems. I want to fly to all of them today. I've got an hour and a half to stream. Nyx is tentatively coming in update 4.11 in September. Thank you, Julio. That's right. Nyx 1 is going to be the most advanced planets they've ever made when it first comes out. Yeah. So there's 3 systems. Pyro, Stanton are with full planets. Tattoo is saying in Twitch chat here, Nyx does not have planets implemented yet. So the Nyx planet, the Nyx system has like asteroids and stations and stuff, but the planets are just not really there. They're placeholders. I should show you the video. I would say just go look it up. Like what the planet tech that they're implementing looks like. And here, I'll just come over to this mountain for a second and kind of explain it or try to describe it a little bit so we have a better understanding of what they're trying to accomplish. So if you look here, and this is a good view, you know, this planet, aside from maybe a little bit better detail in the texture qualities, doesn't look that far off of what you might see in Elite Dangerous. I mean, I've landed on thousands of planets that looked quite similar to this, you know? A lot of dust, a lot of sand, a lot of big boulders, a lot of small boulders, some mountains. Not that much different. Nothing that I would say is like, wow, look at that, it's so cool. What an amazing sight to see. Can't wait to set up my base here. Now, the Genesis system, I think, yeah, the Genesis system that they're planning to implement in the game, one of the things that it is going to try to accomplish, or what it is supposedly accomplishing, I guess, in their internal servers, hopefully not like the Siege of Warson, is that the way that rocks scatter is going to be based on actual geological features. So, like, you're not just going to have a flat desert plain with giant boulders just randomly sitting around. But if you get close to a mountain where there would be natural erosion, you will see rocks gathering in the places where you would expect them to be. And that will also help form the terrain and rivers and lakes and all kinds of crazy stuff. It looks really phenomenal. So it just changes the way that their terrain is generated. It changes the way that the surfaces will look. It's going to make the scattering of rocks and geological features more realistic. And, well, so DC Signal, you're saying, so that 100 system stretch goal is a little way off. If they are able to successfully implement this whole planet system, I think that they're basically one step closer to being able to release multiple systems. Because once you have the right planet generation tech, then you can start generating your systems. I don't think they want to screw it up and start adding systems into the game that don't have, you know, cool features and stuff. But there's more than just the Genesis planetary generation. I mean, look, down here it looks pretty cool, not going to lie. Just the way that the rock formation is down there. I don't know the proper names for like the way that these rocks are formed, but someone in chat the other day was telling me about it. It's not just the way that they're generating the planets. The other thing that they're talking about doing is they're going to have like full-on procedural like towns and bases and stuff on the planets. So there's going to be quite literally like hundreds of installations on each planet that will be procedurally generated for the planet. And not only that, they'll be populated by NPCs who will give you contracts, and they also want to make it so that people who do want to spend time on a planet and who don't want to just play a space game can actually set up shop and like make a planet their home by having these NPCs have like chained contracts that lead into each other, you know, one to the next. And then of course there's the whole concept of building bases, and you're going to be able to do that as well, like build bases on the surface of planets. I think that's going to be a little bit different than Elite. I don't know. I haven't looked into that too much, but there's like space stations and ground bases as well. Just seeing how everything in this game is set up, it wouldn't surprise me if they try to make it very customizable. Maybe something like Starfield, where you can build your base and customize it in any way that you'd like. Not sure. But it won't be like Elite Dangerous, I imagine, where, you know, you just say, hey, I want my base here, and you press a button, and you bring all the resources, and the entire base is just constructed. So it's going to be deeper than that. And Population Manager, Azrin's saying here. So yeah, Starchitect. Thank you. Yes, that's what it was called, Starchitect. Maelstrom, Starchitect, and the Genesis planetary generation system. It's like 3 different things that they're doing. Well, Maelstrom, no, Maelstrom's not that. Elizabeth, what is Maelstrom supposed to be? Excuse me, Dr. Elizabeth. Dreliza. What is Maelstrom? I've heard conflicting messaging on Maelstrom. Some people saying it's going to ruin the game. Some people saying it's going to be great. Look at this, by the way. So, like, this isn't something that... I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in Elite Dangerous. The way that the sand is kind of formed by the wind in these little recesses here in between the little mountains. Like that's wind formation that causes that. That is in fact geological in nature. The wind dips down from the crest on these little peaks and then causes ripples in the sand, just like you would see with waves in water. That's actually quite cool that it's there. Maelstrom is world destruction. Maelstrom lets you basically destroy objects, ships, etc., and it makes everything act according to real physics. Okay. I mean, yeah? So are we talking like if I have a base on the surface, you could kind of come up and start shooting at it and destroy the walls? If that's the case, and I'll let you answer. There is already in this game a really fantastic destruction system on the ships. And I don't know if it's still built the same way. I know when I'm salvaging and I'm stripping the metal off the hull of like this ship here, for example, you'll see the skeleton of the ship underneath it. And I'm assuming that that is kind of like the armor that we're stripping off as you watch the literal melting metal falling off of the skeleton of the ship. But I remember in the early days when I watched Star Citizen dev videos, I'm talking like 10 plus years ago, they were showing how, you know, they want full dynamic destruction of the ships when you're shooting at it. If a bullet pierces through, you can see like where the bullet pierced. It'll pierce the systems below it. And so like the ships are physical objects that have physical components to it, and destruction affects the ship in a physical way. Yep. You see a lot of it in Squadron gameplay, first mission. Are you talking about Squadron 42? Unless you have defense. They might end up blowing up their own game. Josh, search for Breaker Yard on Daymar. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look for that score. Breaker Yard on Daymar. I actually have... I've got a website. Where is it? Here it is. It's called verseguide.com. And... if I go to Stanton and I go to Daymar, I can't show it to you right now because I haven't set up my browser on OBS yet with this new computer. Breaker Yard. But basically this website lets you search for wherever you want to go. Breaker Yard. Oh, okay, yeah, that looks cool. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can search for it in the map. Brio's Breaker Yard. Perfect. There it is. Let's go. We'll head there right now. Brio's has a QT marker. Thanks, Danny. It is this way. It's on the other side of the planet, but we will just fly up a little bit and then we'll go check it out. Breaker Yard is a place where people can sell less than Oh, well, that would have been good to know yesterday when I stole that guy's... I mean, borrowed his guns off of his ship. That could have been interesting. I would have liked to have sold them. I am redding out because I accelerated just a little bit too quickly here. Okay, hang on a second. Slow down there, buddy. Slow down. Alright, now let's go. Before I pass out. Come on. Come on, we got it. There we go. I didn't kill the guy. I never even saw him. I just stole his ship and pulled off all the guns from it. It's not my fault. He left it there with the doors open. Yes, I'm using VerseGuide, Sixen. That's exactly what it is. It's called verseguide.com. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, we don't talk about that part, eh? Oh, and it looks like it's nighttime on the planet, so let me... I don't know if this ship has... oh, yeah, light amplification. No, it doesn't. Well, We'll turn the headlights on, but we have no light amplification on this ship. In any case, Maelstrom sounds cool. I love fully destructible everything. It sounds amazing. Oh, it's a little dark here, not gonna lie. I don't see any lights up ahead at Breaker Yard, by the way, so Breaker Yard apparently has no power there. Press tab. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, sure, but that's it's not really gonna let me see the thing. It's just gonna ping it. But thank you, yeah, I mean, I don't have to press tab. I actually have that bound to my scan button. But where the hell is Breaker Yard? There's some little critters down there. I thought I flew right to it. I don't see it. Oh my god. I'm sure it's literally directly below me, but it's pitch black. Okay, let's get down to the ground a little bit. And we'll try to use our headlights to see what the hell's going on here. If there is something here, I think we got to come back in the daytime. Does Clipper have a lamp? Well, yeah, it has. I mean, it has headlights, but I'm just not seeing the Breaker Yard. We should be right here. Right Alt L. No, that doesn't do anything. Okay, we're not going to Breaker Yard today because it's on the dark side of the moon. Night vision for the windows. No, it doesn't have night vision for the windows. I tried turning on light amplification already. It's right here, and it doesn't do anything. Just has headlights. Nope. Redding is because I stopped too quickly, blood rushing to my head. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. The realism of it is actually pretty cool, because if you want to be like a fighter pilot, you have to put on a flight suit, which actually like squeezes your legs to keep the pressure of your blood up in your brain so you don't pass out, because you can white out and you can red out. And so that makes it actually kind of smart. If you want to be a fighter pilot, you put on a flight suit. If you want to do FPS combat, you have to wear armor, and there's different types of armors as well. So like the whole FPS thing is actually quite well thought out. Okay, let's see. So Orison was pretty cool. I want to go check out. Let's go to one of the gateways. I have been to Nyx, but I haven't really been. Well, do you guys want to see any of the cities? Like, do you want to see like ArcCorp or New Babbage? ArcCorp on a fully functional PC like this is actually crazy, because the city is just so detailed. There's so much going on there. It looks amazing. Well, I think it has to. Schlags. I think it has to do with the fact that not every ship should have light amplification, right? I mean, a combat ship would probably want that, but you want to be able to see when you're fighting in asteroids, but, you know, a freight ship probably doesn't need it. Go for it. There were other scrapyards. Devlin on Uterp, Reclamation on Hurston or Samson, and Sons on Walla. Okay, let's go check out ArcCorp real quick, and then it is near the Pyro Gateway, so I could go there after and then fly through the wormhole. So we'll fly ourselves to ArcCorp. That'll give me a second to catch up on chat as well, because I apologize. I feel like I've been neglecting the chat, trying to find this scrapyard here. So let's do this. Get a nice little fly out here. And I'll take a real quick second to say thanks for joining in on the stream, everyone. We're not done yet. I got a good hour and 15 minutes left in me before I will be presented with divorce papers if I don't end the stream. So I'll be streaming until 11 o'clock. This is my usual streaming time, by the way. Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern until about 11 p.m. Eastern. And then I stream Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. Some of my audiences in the UK, as a few folks here have pointed out already, it's quite late in the evening or early in the morning, however you want to look at it. If you are enjoying the stream, thumbs up on the stream, and a sub is always appreciated, or a follow if you're on Twitch and watching from there. I stream every week, twice a week, so, you know, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe and ding that notification bell. I hate doing that, by the way, but you know, you got to once in a while. Otherwise, people forget. People forget that this is how we build an audience, and it's actually useful. You know, if you enjoy something and you plan on coming back, it's always a good thing. I subscribe to a lot of people as well. Hail from Brazil, Zero. You're from Brazil, Zero? Well, you're the same time zone as me then, pretty much Eastern time, right? Yeah, it's part of the hustle. And you'll notice something. I don't know how it works on Twitch, but on YouTube, I don't monetize my live streams, so I'm not making money off this. I'm not trying to make money off of it. I do it for fun. I do it because I like hanging out with folks, and I like chatting, and I like playing space games, and if you're into that type of stuff, then this is a good place to hang out. Also have a great audience that joins up here, and they're all a bunch of nerds. Super nerds. So please, hopefully we will see you again. That includes you, Dreliza, wherever you went. You know, it's funny. My audience is like 99.9% male. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because it's a space game, but I figured there would be some women that play space games. Thumbs up, yeah. Thanks, Tattoo. Appreciate that, brother. How dare I? How dare I what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wearing my space shirt today, by the way. You see that? It's the theme of exploration. So exploring the verse, I had to wear my shirt that is all about space exploration. Oh, thanks, Tattoo. Appreciate the follow, brother. Women don't exist in Star Citizen? Oh no, what's going on? Is my chat messed up again? I see Dreliza message. Dreliza, Dr. Elizabeth message. I see it on my screen. It says I got distracted watching my 10-year-old murder people in Pyro. Wait, your 10-year-old? That's what that says. Your 10-year-old is murdering people in Pyro. Please don't murder me. Tell him I'm coming. I'll be there soon. Don't kill the guy in the Drake Clipper or whatever it is. But it's weird because I see your message there, but I don't see it on my YouTube chat window. It's so messed up. Oh, now I see it. Oh, okay. Your twin 10-year-old daughters fly Super Hornets? What? That's amazing. Do they both have their own computer to play Star Citizen? Pyro's a very safe place. Totally fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, this is fine. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. They both have PCs. I hope that you have really good air conditioning. That's all I have to say, Elizabeth, because I have one computer in this room. Mind you, there are, well, that's not true. There's 2 laptops, 1 computer, 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors, plus the 2 laptops. And I mean, it's like I get a nice tan from this stuff. It's hot in here right now. I turned on the AC before because I knew that it was going to get really hot in my office as I'm playing this game. And I had it down to 23 degrees. It's already gone up 2 degrees just in the last hour. So it's 25 degrees Celsius, that is. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Your house is kept at 66 because in Japan it's usually 90 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I don't even know what that is. What's 66 Fahrenheit? Hold on. I got to do math. And by math, I mean Google. Let's see here. C to F. Oh, hey, we arrived. We arrived at ArcCorp. And look at this, by the way. Look at this. So ArcCorp did not look like this on my other computer. I want to fly through that big cloud, but I have to do the conversion. So wait, 66. That's 18 degrees. Okay. Yeah, it's usually between 90 and 120. 90 is 32. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, that's like a typical summer day here in Montreal. 120, though. 48? What? That's crazy. Between freezing and boiling, yeah, that's probably where that's a good range. Good range right there. My wife is from Vietnam, and her parents are living with us currently for the last year. They'll be going home around Christmas time. So I cannot put the temperature to 18 degrees in this house because they'll die. They'll just straight up die, and that would be on me. I mean, I put it to 23, and hold on, that's area 20. I think I want to go to area 18, right? Yeah, area 18. I put it to 23, and my mother-in-law's walking around in like triple layered clothes with a sweater and a scarf and a hat and gloves on and complaining that it's too cold in the house. So yeah, there's that. The good thing is I don't have to worry too much about air conditioning the house here on a hot day, because no matter how hot it gets in Montreal, that's already cold in Vietnam. I thought Japan used Celsius as well. I'm a bit confused by that. Why are you using Fahrenheit if you're in Japan? I mean, I assume you're probably from the US, because that's like the only country in the world that uses Fahrenheit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Area 18. No, it's not weird that you use Celsius in Brazil, Zero. Most modern countries, most educated countries in the world use Celsius. Let's be honest. I think there's like literally 2 countries in the entire world that use Fahrenheit. One of them nobody's ever heard of, and the other one is the United States. So, yeah. All right, let's fly down here and change of topic. Let's check out Area 18. So this is one of the big cities on ArcCorp. I think Area 18 is where I was supposed to go. Landing back at 18 as well. I'm going to fly down just to the... I guess I could get out and go check it out. I don't think I've really walked around Area 18 and like seen anything here, but I want to fly down to get just a bit of an aerial perspective before we go down to the ground and check that out. And I'm trying to figure out where the hell is the throttle on this thing. Like, where's my throttle gauge? It's weird. All right, let's take a little gander around Area 18 and see what it looks like up close with real nice graphics. Those little cars down there, I'm real curious if those are like actual... Your Japanese grandma paying for med school as long as I moved to Japan and started having more kids. Yeah, you know, it's funny. My wife is Vietnamese, and when I met her, she wanted 5 children. I mean, that's kind of what her family wanted her to do, is like have a whole bunch of kids as well. It's just kind of the way it is. And we had 1, and then that's it. We're done. That's it. Game over. Game over. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, that was weird. The light kind of changed. Oh, I want to see this. I want to see something on this building over here. I'm very curious just how much detail there is up close and personal. Okay, you can't actually see in there. I thought maybe you could see into the rooms. That would have been cool. Okay, so those little cars down there are not physical vehicles. They're just little pips. But over here, there's like a super highway. Leaving restricted area. And these things are actual little ships. Hold on a sec. Look at this. Check this out. These are actual little ships. And you can follow them as they go through the tunnel. And it's... Look. See the one with the double pink engines? Okay, here. We'll track it kind of around the speed that it's going. It should come out right about now. I was going a little fast. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Actual little ships. I don't know if I can go fly down there. That would be pretty cool. I am going to get myself in big trouble. They're going to destroy my ship if I do this. Can I fly on the highway? Am I allowed to do this? I feel like this is a bad idea. Okay, no, we're good so far. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's join them on the highway. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Okay. That actually did scare me. I thought for sure I was going to get... Oh, no. Okay, so I guess you are not allowed to be there. I was in a bad spot. I left the channel Drake Clipper. Okay. Apparently you cannot stay on those highways for very long. I got impounded. Yeah. So, well, that's the fast way to land. Oh, and it put me at the hangars, though, so that's good. That's actually perfect, because I said I wanted to check out ArcCorp, so I guess those are the hangars. But interesting, because there's nobody manning these stations over here. I've got a crime level! Oh, no! No, that's bad. Okay, how do I pay off my crime? I think Scorb is right. I did get impounded. I actually pay the fine. How? The customs area? Where's the customs area? There's a transit platform. Follow the hallway to the left. VIP lounge. It'll be a white screen? Okay. Yeah, I do not want to have crimes against me. Okay, before I do that, though, I do have to check to see what other ships they rent here. Maybe I'll take a different ship out. That's like all the same stuff, isn't it? Transport medium, Hermes. I'm looking quickly right now. I gotta go pay that fine. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. All the same stuff. Past the storage computers at the red hallway. After the stairs, there's a few Okay. Let's go. Customs. Oh, this, it's right here. Got it. I am paying my fine. How much? 2,000 credits? I should surrender. I should just go to jail. I'll take the PTSD and go break rocks in the gulag. No, thank you. Never doing that ever again. Okay, we're good. You're there right now, different instance. Okay, so let's see what Area 18 is all about. Looks like a little rundown. It's not quite as nice as Crusader. Definitely not as pretty. I mean, like, there's There's garbage instead of pretty trees dropping petals all over the place, like ugly fire extinguisher. Someone's left their luggage there unattended. I mean, come on, folks. You don't leave your luggage unattended in a spaceport. Yeah, okay. Transit platform. Let's go. Looks like I just missed that ship. Can we get over there? Can we get it? No, door's closed. God, it's like real life. I swear to God, how many times that's happened to me. 52 seconds. Oh! Oh, this is the highway that I was driving down. Okay, it's actually for the tram. Maybe that's why they didn't want me flying down there. I wonder if that could have actually turned out really bad if I, like, smashed into a tram that had people on it. I can lose my gear with current bugs if I go to jail? No, we don't want that at all. I don't have my helmet on, by the way. Let's make sure the helmet stays on. Okay. We are going to take the tram. I don't know where we're going. Where's this one going? Train arriving. It's here. Train departing. All right. Is it going to go that way or this way? It is so nice to be able to run around and actually have frames, though. Left tram goes to the city. Right tram goes to the expo center. I'm on the right one. Perfect. Going to the city. I actively avoid cities in real life because I hate driving in traffic. But we did just get an electric car, which is kind of nice for driving in traffic. It's got all kinds of like auto drive features and stuff on it. So I don't mind traffic as much anymore, but I don't like the smell of the city air. And this city looks like it has very bad air. Wow, it's super smooth flying around in here, though. So where do I want to get off at this in this city? Is there like a particular place in the city that I want to go to? Where I need to go. We get you where you need to go. Well, maybe that's where I need to go. I need to find these guys. They'll tell me where to go. ACQ drives. Ah, I see their sign right here. Oh, no, that's ArcCorp. Okay, ArcCorp Q drives. Oh. I think realistically you probably wouldn't see this many stars in a city. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I like living in the country is because I can actually see stars, and I live out in the woods and I don't see that many stars up in the sky. So over a city like this with this many lights, nah. Slightly unrealistic. I'll give them a pass on that because it looks cool. Walk around, find Twitch person in a seedy back alley. She's a mission giver. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. Let's. I'm kind of curious what the city looks like. Then I want to go through a big gateway and I want to go to Pyro. I want to see what Pyro looks like because I haven't seen any of the planets on Pyro. Riker Memorial Spaceport. ArcCorp Plaza Financial District. Yeah, these are both the same thing. Financial District. Okay. Hammerhead. Come on. Blatant ripoff of the Jaws poster. Blatant ripoff. Okay. It looks cool. I think I've seen this before. But I saw it at like 15 frames a second, so... It's very cyberpunky, this town. That's what it makes me think of. Empire. Oh, this is... Oh, this is the medical center. Okay. We don't need to go to the medical center. Commander Riker would be proud. Retail Bridges Commercial District. It is a cool city. Again, the fact that this exists within the same place where I could walk to the hangar, get in my ship, fly on top of this, and if I had a direct line of sight to the sky, people could see me flying out of here. Yeah, Big Brother is watching too. Retail Plaza. What are you selling, brother? Ramen? Yeah, I'm down for some ramen. I'm hungry. I mean, like, real life hungry. I would love to actually get some of this. This looks delicious. I literally just eat Vietnamese food. So... Astro Armada. Is this a ship store? Oh, okay. It opened. Is it a ship store? It is a ship store. Okay. What is that? What is that ship right there? Let's see.
Hi.
That is a cool... The Anvil Hawk. Oh! I can buy it for 2.6 mil.
Hello.
Hey there.
I only have 3 million, so I don't know if it's worth buying that, but that is a damn cool looking ship. I'm guessing it's a combat ship? The Hawk. I feel like I need to buy it just because it says Hawk. It's a distortion ship. What is a distortion ship? Anvil Hawk, not worth buying. Okay. If you want a fighter, you want a Hornet Mark II. Combat and bounty hunting? I can get in it?
Hey there.
Hell yeah. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think I could come up here. I was like, someone's going to yell at me. They're not going to like me stepping on the platform, but apparently... Ooh. That's a cool looking seat. Warning, power plant shutting down. No, they don't let me turn the power plant on in this thing. Okay. I mean, at some point or another, I will have to buy it simply because it's called the Hawk. And I cannot not have a ship called the Hawk. And someone is going to yell out, shoot the Hawk. And that's fine too. Okay, well that's cool. I don't know what a distortion ship is. Oh, wait, distortion is what, that's what they use to pull me out of quantum travel, isn't it?
Hey.
Don't buy the Hawk. Shoot the Hawk. Yeah, exactly. A chargeable EMP that can complete distort components of the people you are fighting. Okay, so it's... Oh no, that's interdiction. So distortion is a chargeable EMP that completely distort the components of the people that you're fighting. Okay, well that's still kind of interesting. I mean, I don't... When you say it distorts it, you mean like it'll mess up their radar and their targeting and stuff? It's got some cool stuff on it though. Like, look at that. It's got like actual infrared cameras and nifty gadgets, and I'm guessing that's what charges the EMP up. I like the way it folds up though. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to leave before I spend money on something that I don't need. This ship also looks cool. What ship is this in the picture? I don't know what ship that one is, but that one looks really cool. I'm a big fan of the aesthetics of that one. The Saber? Yeah, I want that one. You could shut down power plants with ships like that. Well, that seems a little unfair. If you could just shut down their power plants. I mean, mildly unfair, right? There's a bridge that... Dumpers Depot? Hold on, let's go down there. This is a whole other different kind of exploration here, folks. Learning what the hell this game actually has. Ooh, I like the water on the ground. It looks like ray tracing, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Hold on. Back alley. Back alley. Garbage all over the place. The plastic really looks like plastic. That's very thick plastic, and there's flies coming out of it. How in the hell did they even get this in here? That's just impossible. Okay, whatever. This is a dark, dingy alley. It looks like... yeah, that looks like someone named Twitch. Dude, are you okay? Yeah, you're fine. Can't talk to him, though. Great mustache, dude. And, oh, he has no shoes on. Shutting down the power plant can be almost as difficult as killing them outright. It's more of an alternate win. Oh, okay. So it's not like a press the button and their power is just shut down and then you can kill them. Oh, God, there's tons of homeless people here. No, sorry. Gotta go. I have no spare change. Sorry. I lived in downtown Montreal, and I gave up plenty of my spare change already. I don't do that anymore. I will donate to children's funds when they want money at the grocery store, but I won't give it to those guys. Dumpers Depot. What do you sell here, bud? Ooh, ship components. Nice. Very nice. I like. Ooh. Lots of ship components. Oh, these got all of the goodies. What is that? Forest monocular rangefinder. I need one. Torrent, focus, Vox. I don't need any of those. Oh, he even sells mining equipment. Ooh. I need another one of these. I really, really need another one of these. Please remind me to pick these things up before I leave, because I will forget them in my storage, and I need them badly. I don't need fuses. Don't need a fire extinguisher. Okay, so it's just all ship modules. You have to completely get through shields for EMP and distortion to work. Hey, Josh, pick my ass up. Thanks, Zero. Appreciate that. Yeah, now I definitely won't forget. Oh, and he sells goodies, too. Ready-to-eat chicken patty dinner. Just what I needed. And some water. What else you sell here? Dumper. It's all system decorations. I don't know what you do with these. I have some decorations that I don't know why I have them. I just apparently have some. I just don't know what you do with them. Liveries? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Arrow. I have an arrow. Twilight? Is there a way to preview the... oh, yeah. You can. No, that's green. Oh, it's right there. Oh. Yes. Okay, this is cool. I like it. You can decorate your hanger. It stays there persistent. Yeah, someone told me about that. I just didn't understand what you meant. Like, you could just drop them down anywhere in the hanger? Seems a little weird. Okay, hold on. Twilight. Arrow metallic gray. Tan and green? No. Light green and gray? No. I think we're going with metallic gray. Yeah, metallic gray. Okay, what other ships do they have here? Most people use decorations in their home hangar, but it's mostly for role play. Then, yeah, well, I mean, I don't ever go back to my home hangar. Why would I need to do that? Do they have the Avenger Titan here? Avenger. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Well, it just says Avenger, so I'm assuming then it would go on any Avenger. Avenger Splinter. Avenger Olive Green. Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. It's not, I don't know if I want to spend 46 grand on it, but why not? Yeah, we'll buy it. Just cause. Freelancer, Retaliator, Starfarer. Well, I guess that's it. I'm not buying anything else. Miscellaneous. Drake or Pod. The Drake... Oh, okay, okay. No, no, no. I thought maybe that was going to upgrade my Drake Vulture. Small artifact. Fragment. Damaged. Une gold ingot. If you would like to buy one, you could just buy une. Unification War Medal. Make sure you insure your ships after applying paints, as otherwise you will lose them when you lose the ship. I always insure my ship. The only thing that I don't like about insuring the ship is I don't know if my ship is still insured when I log out and then log back in. So I always insure it again just to be sure that it's insured, and then I'm spending money on insurance that's probably just getting wasted. So, yeah, the insurance company in this game gets a lot of my money. Let's check personal weapons. Let's see what we got. Personal weapons. Max lift, pyro. Okay, it's all the... I got the monocular. Yep, like it. Okay, cool. Dumper's Depot. So this is just a mostly ship components. That's really good to know because I've been wondering where to get those. And like I said, I don't really like having to Google search everything, so this is kind of good to know. ArcCorp has a place that I could just go buy all of that. Ooh, yeah, I want a dog. Give it to me. Yeah, it's a classic chili dog. We'll just have a little nibble of you while we're walking. Nom nom nom. It's saved through logouts, yes, Econ? Well, I guess I'm just spending a lot of money for nothing then. I wish it should show you, right? Like there should be like a little green check mark when you insure the thing. It has the check mark, but then it disappears and then you never know if it's there ever again. Where are we at now? Food court? What I'm looking for is that purple cruise. Nobody sells the purple cruise. Nobody sells it. Wait, is that cruise? It is. Wait a second. Is this the... This isn't Vestal water. This is Cruise Optimal Nutrition Drink. Which one's this? I'm getting no details on it at all. How do I check this out? I want to like look at it and see what it actually does. Interact. Drink drop, inspect. No, inspect is just looking at it. Has anyone ever taught me to drink cruise? I mean, I usually just grab a burrito and a drink, but I always carry a couple of cruise on me when I'm going out. Depends on where I've stopped. Like, this is a dingy little corner. If I go down to the refinery, which is where I frequent when I'm mining, I will always grab some of the yellow cruise down there. But if I'm not going to the refinery, then, well, I guess we've looked there. Then I just grab burritos and drinks from the burrito place. UEC banking. Free withdrawals. Oh, it doesn't work out. When you're at your ASOP and you select loadout, then click insure. You're not actually paying for insurance. It's just showing you what the cost will be when you claim that ship again if you have to make a claim with the components you insured. Go up the ArcCorp tower? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to just grab these things. Oh. I have a lot of things here, apparently. Let me just quickly check here. That's 127,500. Okay, so I don't... It's kind of a cool backpack, though. Can't fit inside. The Overlord helmet? Yes, please. We'll just grab a couple of these, I guess. What have I got here? Antium... Oh, there's my combat knife. I was looking for that. Where's my monocular? There it is. I need all of this. Triple down pistol. Nope. Okay. I think we're good. Just one page there. Yeah, we're good. Go up ArcCorp Tower. Okay, so where's the ArcCorp Tower? Oh, that, I guess, is the ArcCorp Tower. You can put that stuff on your ship later as well. Oh, it's okay. I'm just going to grab it now and throw it into my backpack. I guess I can put it on the ship, but it's a rental ship, so I don't trust anything on a rental. Oh, the glass is so nice. Oh my god, what did these guys all do in here? Is this a residential tower? Holy crap, they're having a party here. Get off the stairs, you bums. Oh my god, here's the whole town. The whole damn town is here. Okay, what are we looking for? Limbod Manufacturing, ArcCorp Executive Services. Where's the... I guess that's the elevator there? Hold on, what's this? VIP section? Can't open it. That's... Yep. How many people are gonna notice that one? I'll just leave that on the screen just for 1 second. Come on. Shh. Okay, I will. Center mass. What's center mass? Let's go there. You got to be chairman to go to the VIP section, or have a chairman open the door. A chairman of what? Oh, ooh, guns. They really do make nice looking guns in this game. I mean, like, obviously it's all for ships and you barely ever see them when they're on the ship, but man, do they look nice over here. Small, medium, sexy. Look at these though. Man, their graphics, their artists are just something else. Chairman's Club is individuals that spent more than $1,000 on the game. Oh my god. So it's actual VIP area. That's sick. Okay. I like it. I like it. I'm never going to spend it. I'll never get in there. Actually, only $1,000. Hey, Commander Scorpius. Commander Scorpius. Good sir. I have a feeling that perhaps you might have a membership to the VIP lounge for the big whales, the big donators. Maybe you know, maybe you could open the door. Just let me in there for some of the free pretzels and drinks. Okay, cool. Center mass. Guns I'm not buying right now, unfortunately. Let's see, what's the view look like? Damn! Man, those elevators are fast. Oh, okay. I thought that was a moon for a second. I was like, that is an awful bright moon in the sky. But that is not a moon. Another moon! I still haven't gotten to the top? Okay. We're going. We're going. The elevators are literal death machines. If these elevators existed in real life, you would be dead. Because like they move like 1 kilometer a second. The G-force alone, you would literally press the button and you would turn into a human pancake on the floor, like a giant puddle. I don't think I'm getting in here. No! Sorry, they're closed for the evening. Is there... Human mush machines? Yeah. Incredibly worse. Well, here, I'm here. So this is the top? This is what you wanted me to come and see? This graded off area that I clearly can't get to and can't open? Can I shoot it? No. Yeah, apparently it's hard to breathe up here, too. I'm going to put my helmet back on. They closed the roof access ever since they had the Odin hologram. Well, unless there's like a secret button I can press to, like, get past that. That didn't seem all that exciting. Do I want you to come let me into the VIP lounge? I would love to check it out right now. Doctor. But, I'm debating. I'm debating if I want to head back and then go through the wormhole for the first time with my new rig and then go check out Pyro, or if I have time for that. Man, everyone's hanging out here because the roof is closed. All these guys want to get on the roof. This guy has 4 arms. Don't know if anyone noticed that. He's got 4 arms. 1 head. 4 arms. Oh no, he's two-faced. He's a mutant. Okay, whatever. Creepy. Admire the glass. Look at the texture on this glass. Oh, Jesus, someone else stuck their face on the glass besides me. That's disgusting. I'm not touching that again. He's from the back rooms. Yeah. I watched that the other day and did not expect it to be as creepy as it was. Mightily creepy. Good movie, though. Yeah, not bad. My wife did not like it. Dr. Elizabeth, I'm gonna say thank you for the offer, but I think we will... Oh, okay, here. You know what? Let's spend 10,000? No, 10,000 would be way too much. How about this? We'll put it to vote. Who in chat would like to see the VIP lounge? To see what you get for being a $1,000 contributor of real world money to Star Citizen? And who would like to see the Pyro wormhole gateway? So you could put in Pyro or VIP in chat. We'll accept chats in both YouTube and in Twitch. Starting right now. Go! Hello. Goodbye. Pyro? We got 1 for Pyro. 2 for Pyro. Okay. Where Pyro's in the lead, folks. Both, that counts as Pyro. 3 for Pyro, 1 for the VIP lounge. 4 for Pyro. Okay, Pyro it is. That's what we got. We got Pyro, folks. Alright, let's get back on the train. Next stream, VIP. Yes. I hope that there's enough in the VIP lounge that I could literally spend an entire stream in there. Because I feel like for $1,000, it's got to be something real special. Oh! Who said girls don't play this game, hey? Hey, baby. How's it going? We both wear glasses. Oh, yeah. The air quality is awful in this town, though. Just a rich person looking gentleman's club. There's nothing there. It'll take you 10 seconds to see everything there. The place with periodic solar flares. Okay, I don't know where that is, Danny. You're gonna have to... I have a friend request. Why sure. Who is Yua Takeda? Oh, I'm gonna guess that is Driliza. That sounds like a very Japanese name. Takeda-san. If I think air quality is awful here, you'll see... You should see Lorville. Yes, see, it's only 95 IQ for certain things. I can deduce others. Also, it's a lot more than 1K for VIP. You don't have VIP? Scorpius, shame on you. Go get your credit card right now and buy more ships. How dare you not have VIP? Hang your head in shame, sir. By Saturday morning, I expect you to be at VIP, please. It's Pyro, Sans, Solar Flares. Maybe soon, TM. Nope, you choose mortgage. You don't need a mortgage. Just live in the ship. Besides, it's so hot in the house in Europe right now, or UK, or whatever you call that part of the world, that you probably better to go outside with your PC anyhow. Let it cool down a little bit. Okay, let's rent our ship back. Well, we'll have to claim the ship, I'm assuming. Oh no, they stored it for me. How nice of them. They fined me and they quite literally confiscated the ship and stored it here. I was honestly thinking that I would have to go and claim it. Small hangar. Personal hangars? Wait. What's... Do I have a... I don't know, this just flips it up and down. Don't forget your max lift in my inventory. No, I picked them both up. I got them both. Thank you, though. Thanks for the reminder. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go to Pyro, because we are not far, and now I'm going to take the elevator. So this way I don't have to scramble all the way to the top. I'll just take the lift straight on up to the bridge. Up here? Yep, there we go. Nice. Let's go to Pyro. You gotta go, Scorb? Sleepy time? Well, I mean, it is, what, 3 a.m. there right now, so thanks for joining, buddy. I will hopefully see you Saturday morning. Sweet dreams! Oh, man, I just can't get over how absolutely gorgeous the game looks on very high. It is something else, folks. It is something else. All right, Pyro it is. Pyro. I don't want to jinx myself, but I am carrying all this stuff on me. So hopefully I don't get killed. Is it on Vulcan? Is what on Vulcan? I'm not sure what is or is not on Vulcan, Azrin. Off we go. Off to Pyro. Oh, the graphics rendering settings. I thought we were talking about a planet in Pyro, because I don't know the system at all, so I thought Vulcan was like a moon in Pyro. Vulcan looks better than DX11, I believe. Yes, we are using Vulcan. I'll just quickly show off the graphics settings here. So I'm on Vulcan 1440, native AA, or anti-aliasing. Now, the upscaling technique here, it says NVIDIA DLSS/DLA. I am using DLAA. I'm forcing DLAA through my hardware settings for upscaling. So I've actually tweaked my NVIDIA control panel to get a couple of extra things, which is why like VSync is turned off here. I've also capped my frame rate at 120, even though probably could get more with a video card. My screen is, I think, 120. Oh, hell, I don't know what the hell my screen is. I think the screen is like crazy. It's like a 240. Yeah, it's 240 I think I can get on this screen. My wife's nuts for buying this thing for me. But anyhow, I've got it on custom very high, but I literally just chose the very high preset. And I think one of the things was like low or something, so I just turned it on high. And then a couple of things that were recommended were to change the field of view to 100, because for some reason it starts at 80, so I've just put it to 100. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else I could do here that would make it better. I mean, detailed textures, I guess that's as high as it goes. Very high, very high, very high. Texture filtering, that's max. Ground textures, can probably put that up. Nope, can't. So, yeah. If you want to see scenic views, go to Bloom in Pyro. I will do that. Heading to Bloom. That's what I wanted to see. I also want to go through this gateway with my new PC, because it's so cool. All right, let's go. You know, it's kind of weird though, because this ship does not have a visual throttle indicator, and it's tripping me out. Not gonna lie. It is tripping me out just a tiny little bit, because I don't know what my throttle is set to. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be right here, because that's my speed and my current G's, but the thing just doesn't work. Oh crap. I just realized something. I probably should have refueled. You know what? I'm going to refuel at the station right here before we go, because yeah, if I want to jump, I'm going to need fuel. I can just quickly dock and top up the fuel. The jump over to ArcCorp was a pretty big one, and I'm not entirely sure how much jumping I'll do in Pyro. I do know that when you get into places like Pyro, that it is strongly advised that you don't jump in straight lines. I don't remember what they call it, but like you basically want to kind of offset your jumps a little bit so that you're not traveling from one popular area to another popular area, because that's how I got interdicted. One time it happened. I was interdicted. And I, like a complete idiot, I just completely flailed and was like, oh, I gotta run away! And then I just got shot down, instead of actually opening up with my guns. Quantum hacking. First set respawn, maybe the Stanton Gateway Station once through the wormhole. Good call. Let me refuel. Let's see. We'll refuel here, because I definitely need to top that up. I'm also debating whether or not I want to just drop off the stuff in the storage here. So if I do get killed in Pyro, at least when I come back, I can just pick up the stuff. I just got to remember to do it. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just drop my stuff in the storage container here, because I really want those tractor beams. I'd hate to lose them again. And we do have the elevator, so that's easy enough to get down quick. So we'll just drop it in here. Wormhole from Nix to Stanton is broken. Oh, on your shard. Gonna try the long way. What the hell is the long way? Like, just fly there? Is that even a thing? Can you do that? Can you just like literally fly from one system to the next? God, I really got to remember not to forget this stuff here. Put my helmet back on. So to help clarify the verbiage, interdiction is the act of preventing someone from being able to quantum jump away. Oops, where's the elevator? Hang on one sec. Quantum snaring is pulling someone out of an active quantum jump. I don't know what any of these modules are that let you do that, though. Like, so the guy who quantum snared me then interdicted me. Because not only was I pulled out of quantum travel, but I was also unable to re-engage quantum travel once he had pulled me out of it and started shooting missiles at me. So it was just bad all around. I thought I'll just jump back out, but that did not happen and I was unable to. So he pulled me out of quantum with quantum snaring. The RSI Mantis is the only ship. We get the doors open, please. Hold on one second here. Open sesame. No? Awaiting response. Okay. Well, maybe there's a reason why things are not working right now. Could be lag. So the Mantis is the only ship in the game that can pull someone out of a jump and then interdict someone. So I'm assuming it was a Mantis. I was in the Aegis Titan, Avenger Titan, so I don't know if I could have fought back against the Mantis, if that's even possible. But I didn't even bother. I just flailed hard, and as someone who you know, has done plenty of space combat, I'm ashamed to admit it. It was pretty bad. The guy was probably laughing. He didn't even try to shoot. He just ran. So I guess the server is lagging. I don't know. Something's happening right now. I can't get the doors open. Guardian QI can snare and interdict too. No, it can only interdict, can't snare. Righto. Well, so if anyone's watching and is wondering, well, what kind of problems do you have playing this game? Like, what are some of the bugs? This is like one of the things that you'll run into once in a while, is sometimes you just get a bit of server lag. But it's not, I mean, it's not generally game breaking. And it doesn't happen that often. I've been playing for 2 hours, 45 minutes, and we've only had like 2 instances of lag. You just generally just wait it out. Give it a minute or two, and things will kind of resume. But that said, sometimes ships can bug out. And for example, you are generally forced to log out if you get to your ASOP terminal and you try to call your ship into the terminal and it just doesn't show up. There's usually nothing you could do at that point other than just log out, log back in. I haven't found anything that you can do. Come on. Open the doors. Please? Pretty please? No, we're not getting any. We're not getting anywhere with this. Awaiting response. I'm going to try something and hope that this works. I'm going to exit the ship and I'm going to store it, and then I'm going to recall it. Maybe, possibly, that will fix the problem. If not, I may need to do the logout, login. Your server struggling at the moment as well? Yeah, it happens. So like I don't consider this to be game breaking, and I wouldn't say that this is a reason that you shouldn't play a game like Star Citizen. I've had a lot of fun already tonight just running around and exploring and checking stuff out. But let's see what happens here if I store this. Yep. It's going down. Okay. We'll see if I can actually recall it. The servers are pretty busy. What I do to avoid server problems is I try to play on servers that are not in the same time zone as me. So if I'm playing in the middle of the day, like on a lunch break, I'll play on an Asia server. And that usually gives me zero issues whatsoever with latency or any kind of input problems like that at all. And because it's an Asia server, there are literally 12 hours difference. So I'm guessing Dr. Elizabeth over there, it's probably somewhere around 10 or 11 in the morning. Actually, no, it's a couple hours difference from Vietnam. Vietnam's literally 12 hours different. So just the opposite time in Vietnam. So, you know, I'll usually play like an Asian server if it's middle of the day. And then when it's evening-ish, like 8, 9, 10 o'clock, I'll play on the UK server rather than the US server because there tends to be less people on at that time. And if I'm playing early in the morning, then I will play on the US server. Almost 1 o'clock. Almost 1. Oh, okay, wow. That's, so yeah, you're almost, well, I guess you're, what, an hour ahead of Vietnam. So you'd be like 12:46 there. Right now it'd be 2 hours ahead. It's 10:46 in Vietnam right now. Oh, almost noon. Okay. So, yeah, you're 1 hour ahead of Vietnam. Nope, no, wrong button. That's not the button I wanted. Close. Where's the elevator? This button. That was the fun thing about Vietnam. When I went there, I had to work for one of the trips that I went because it was, we went for like 3.5 weeks. And so the first day that I got there, I worked for the first 5 days that I was there. My usual like East Coast America's time, and all I had to do was stay on East Coast time when I arrived, and just my schedule was just the opposite. So my family would be going to bed and I would be waking up, and then when I was ready to go to bed, they would be wait, how do I say that? When I would go to bed, they'd be waking up. So they'd wake up, I'd spend the morning with them, and the doors are still not opening, so I guess we have to log out. I'd spend the morning with them, and then they would go off, and I would go to bed, and then when I would wake up, it would be their supper time, so I would go have breakfast, which would be supper time for them, and then they would go to sleep, and I would work all night long. It was kind of nice. All right. Well, hopefully the server is going to fix itself. No, I'm not logging off. Simple. Hey, good to see you, man. Not logging off yet. We're close. About 15 more minutes. But no, I'm just trying to get the ship to work because the server is having a bit of lag right now, and I wasn't able to get the doors open to fly the ship out of the hangar bay. So we're trying to fix that. Can I try hailing in the station from the comms panel? Danny, I did try that. I did. And Press Cosmos servers were super wonky earlier, so took a break and making dinner now. Yeah, I didn't have any issues earlier running around in ArcCorp, but definitely had an issue there. Anyhow, these stations are pretty easy to get around. You are a little late, Simple. That's okay. The stream will be available if you really want to watch it after. As soon as I finish streaming, it pops up on the YouTube channel. We're just doing a little bit of exploration here today, Simple. So I have quite literally just been checking out different places in the verse, getting a bit more familiar with the Star Citizen universe, because there's a lot I haven't seen. And I did learn a couple of things today. I learned that Dumper's Depot on ArcCorp is a really good place to buy all of the components that you need for a ship. Some stuff I haven't even seen before, as a matter of fact. Well, not for the ship, but for me, there was a monocle, like basically a handheld telescope. So I'm pretty impressed by that. I haven't used it yet. Let's turn off in-game chat. Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. I mean, I know the game's got all kinds of cool stuff in it. Actually, I'm going to grab that right now. Where is it? Here it is. Let's see how it works. I'd be curious how this works in VR. Aim? Oh, yeah, there we go. Hold breath. Well, I don't know why I'd hold my breath with this thing, but yeah, I like it. So you have a monocle if you want to barely zoom in. I mean, I wouldn't say that was fantastic zoom or anything. Where did that go? Wait a sec. My monocle turned into a burrito. Maybe that's why the magnification was so bad. Pyro wormhole worked. It was less crowded too. Perfect. Well, let's see if we can get in there. We are not going to have time to go see a whole lot in Pyro, unfortunately, but let's see if I can get the doors open. Ouvre-toi, sésame! Nope. Didn't work. Magic! The doors are not ajar. Having a... Oh, there we go. We did it. I did a thing. I pressed a button. It worked. The Wikello version of the rangefinder has night vision. Why did my camera go all wonky there? Okay, that's cool. The magnification on it's just crap, though. I mean, what would be the use case for that? That's what I'm wondering. What the hell? It looks like someone was trying to get in here and just didn't make it. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Alright, where's the gateway? I want to get through there. So simple, I got a new PC since last stream. I'm now running a 5070 Ti with 9800 X3D CPU. And the game is gorgeous. That's why I'm running around looking at stuff. I mean, like, even places that I've seen already just look better now. It's... whew, I gotta tell you, man. When you put this game on very high graphics and you get 100 and some odd plus frames per second, this is a beautiful, beautiful game. Your ship wouldn't move at all earlier? Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you definitely have to log out and log back in. Alright. Let's see what the wormhole looks like with very high graphics and running at 120 FPS. This should be nice. Here we go, folks. Let's get in there. Please open. Okay, we're charging up. Tuning. Tuning complete. That looks cool. Activate jump point. So you send off like a pulse from your ship, right? Like that's what it is. And then that opens up the wormhole. And then, oh my god. Yeah, it really does look gorgeous. And then you can fly into it. Well, then it kind of just sucks you into it. I don't think I should navigate that way. I don't get what this sparkly stuff does, though, other than obstruct your view. It's a little bit frustrating that it gets in your way. But, man, is this gorgeous. Yeah, I wish they would get rid of that sparkly line. It's cool and all, but if it was like an auto drive through the wormhole, that would be amazing. But it's not. It just kind of blocks your vision while you're trying to go through this thing. Is it supposed to be like a secret path that gets you through faster or something? Sorry. Super focused. I don't want to get dropped out of the wormhole. Imagine the servers crash while you're in the wormhole and you just get stuck flying in the wormhole forever. Should help guide you. Is this my first time jumping? No, it's like my second or third time jumping. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay, so, like, one thing I've noticed on very high is the render and view distance of everything is way higher. When I was in the air in Halo, I saw more asteroids than I've ever seen. And, I mean, I've spent a fair bit of time in there mining. The best way to play is by joining an org, Kenny? Yeah, I would say that's probably a really good idea. I haven't joined an org yet. Welcome to the verse. Not my first time. I've been playing the past few weeks. But thank you, I appreciate that. You play it on and off? Currently on a break? Curious why you took a break. It is my first time in Pyro. Yes. The sparkly line in the future is intended to be used as a fuel aid, essentially. It reduces fuel usage the longer you stay in it. Don't think they have fully implemented yet, just like the pillars are meant to distort and possibly destroy ship components. Oh, that's kind of interesting, hey? What do you know? And I thought that they were there just to knock you out. Where am I headed in Pyro? Well, I don't know. I don't think I have time to head too far. I just kind of wanted to get here and see kind of how it looks for now. Just because we are getting to the end of the stream, and I have to respect my commitment to my wife for how long I will play on a Thursday night. The game develops very slowly and poorly, and devs make drastic overhauling decisions. What was the decision that... I guess it was the old flight system? I don't even know what the old flight system was. Was that what... was that the drastic overhaul that they did that frustrated you and made you take a break for now? I mean, it sounds like when you say on and off, I assume that you intend on coming back when they do something different. Try going to a planet and drop to that planet. I could do that. I wanted to kind of get a bed spawned there, but I don't mind going to a planet. Let's do that. We'll go to one planet. Let's see which planet is closest. That's a refueling station. Is that a planet? No, that's a Lagrange point, L3. Okay, never mind. So planet would be there, I guess. Is that a planet? That is a planet. Wow. What are all of these? Are these just asteroids? Hark? L1? Crew? Cluster? Are these just like asteroid clusters? Terminus? Yeah, no, I see the planet is there. Go Terminus, that is a planet. Yeah, no, I realize that's a planet. It won't let me route there, unfortunately. I'm gonna try something else. Okay, there. I can route to there. Yeah, we're gonna do the thing that I said is probably the smart thing to do when you come into a system like this. Do I have star strings? Oh! No! I didn't... I forgot about star strings. I didn't do it. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta write that down. Star strings. I'm writing it down right now. I totally forgot. Yo, bro, just wanted to show some real love for your stream because you genuinely got crazy potential. I'd love to connect with you. A top Twitch streamer who pulls thousands of live views and has over 3 million followers. He actually helps smaller creators grow the right way with real viewers, active chat, and loyal supporters who sub, gift, and donate. If you're interested, add him on Discord, Lyric500, and tell him William sent you. This could be the push your stream needs. Well, thanks, Lexily. I'm assuming you're a real person, or maybe you're a bot. But, yeah, appreciate that. Okay. Star strings. Don't forget star strings. I wrote it down. We're good to go. I'm gonna let... Yeah, I know it's definitely a bot. For sure it's a bot. But if it's not a bot, it's just... I'm that damn good. Of course. Everyone wants to support me, you know? 3 million followers and stuff. So, here's what I'm doing. Yeah, no. I get too many scam calls every day. I know. We're gonna do a little indirect route here to make sure that we don't get swallowed up by one of those interdictor dudes. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Simple, for explaining that again. So it's like it's like a text file or something that you install, and then when you're looking at a mission, it's going to give you more context. If you're looking at a mission, for example, and you're trying to find blueprints, like star strings will show you which blueprints you can actually potentially get from that mission, rather than just going and doing a mission and not knowing whether you're going to get it or not. But yeah, so it requires you to add a localization file. It's used if you want to change your UI language. But it sounds very handy. Very handy. Terminus is meh. Bloom is the place I want to check out. Well, I'm confused, boys, because we saw Terminus. I mean, let's see. Where am I? I don't know where Bloom is. If it's closer, maybe I'll go there first. I don't... yeah, maybe it is. Oh, darn it. There's a lot of, like, asteroid clusters here. Okay, let's go to Bloom. Yeah, it's about the same distance. And we are somewhat offset now. Okay, 49 gigameters. When I get to Bloom, though, I have to log off, unfortunately. Hey, Cook, or Key Hook, excuse me. Dyslexia. What game do I like more, SC or Elite Dangerous? That's a hard question to answer. Here's what I'll say, Keyhook. I like both games for different reasons. I like the graphics better in Star Citizen. I like the one-to-one Milky Way galaxy better in Elite Dangerous. I like the flight models slightly better in Elite Dangerous, but I love the fact that you could walk around inside your ships in Star Citizen. I like the idea of exobiology in Elite Dangerous and exploration in Elite Dangerous, but I really like the way that you can kind of get out and go into a cave and, you know, pull out a gun and shoot guys in Star Citizen. I really like the scale of Star Citizen in the sense that like you actually have to do this travel. I'm not opposed to a 5-minute trip because it gives you a sense of scale. It gives you a sense of realism. I especially like that I could stop anytime on this trip that I want and just be like, this is my spot right here. Elite Dangerous doesn't really have that. You jump between one star system to the next. Now, within a single star system, yes, you can travel, and yes, you can drop out. Uh-oh. I heard a beeping noise. I heard a beeping noise. The last time I heard a beeping noise like that, that was someone trying to interdict me. In this case, I don't know if it was quantum fuel running low or if it was someone trying to interdict me. I don't know what to do. Do I keep going? I'll get back to you on this key hook. Just 1 second. I'll take a chance. We'll take a chance. We'll keep going. So, yeah, getting back to what I was saying. Each game has things that I like. Each game has things that I don't like. And I can't say that I like one more than the other. What I will tell you is that at this moment, I'm really enjoying playing Star Citizen. I played Elite Dangerous for many, many years, and I have full intentions of going back to Elite Dangerous when they add more content, but I have ran out of stuff in Elite Dangerous to do that I feel would be meaningful to me, and the activity that I enjoy doing the most in Elite Dangerous, which is exploration, can get a little repetitive, especially when you do that for years out in the black in the Milky Way galaxy. There is kind of like this very cool sense of accomplishment, though, when you know, like, hey, I'm the first person here, and this is my star system, it has my name all over it. There's plenty of those that exist in Elite Dangerous, but, you know, there's only so much of that you're going to do and be like, yeah, so my name is on a bunch of planets, and there's a really good chance that nobody's ever going to see that because the galaxy's so damn huge. 300 billion star systems. Star Citizen is giving me something new. I'm really enjoying it. You know, it has its faults, it has its bugs, but I think it's great. So I'm going to keep playing it. Yeah, appreciate you asking. Thanks, Key. Did I see the recent live stream of Star Citizen, 2 hours of live gameplay? Yes, I did. It was pretty bad. I turned it off after about 20 minutes because I don't usually watch like live streams for. I mean, I like FPS, and I've played plenty of FPS games. You know, like I played Battlefield. I played every single Battlefield that ever existed. My buddy and I played the hell out of Battlefield. Every time a new one would come out, we were on there for, you know, weeks or months playing side by side. We lived together, so, you know, at the time, we did a lot of that. I love FPS games, but it's not my number one favorite game type to play right now. So like the whole Siege of Orison thing isn't like that exciting to me. I might check it out. I might not. I don't really care either way, but the stream was bad and I wasn't enjoying watching it. I found it frustrating because I found the production quality and the management of the stream was what was frustrating more than anything. But, you know, there's like some whole drama about that now, and people are just ranting and raving about all the bugs and everything. I don't really care. I don't want to get involved in that. I like what I like, and I have plenty of things that I will complain about with Star Citizen. Everyone who's watched my stream so far has probably heard me complain a lot about this game. I'm not a YouTuber who's going to come in and be like, oh, this is the greatest game in the whole world and it's so amazing and everyone should play it and go spend your money on it right now and buy a bunch of ships and pledge to it and all that stuff. No, absolutely not. If you enjoy what you see me doing and you want to do this too, yeah, go spend whatever it is, $20 or $30 and buy the starter pledge kit. And then you can get in and you can earn your currency like I do and buy your ships in the game. You don't have to spend hundreds of or thousands of dollars. Like, where is Dr. Elizabeth, who's in here, who has like VIP club membership and can open the fancy door for me? You don't have to do that. You can do everything in the game. I think that's really the way to do it. And that way, if you don't like it, oh, what did you spend? 20 bucks. I've already got more hours out of this game than the initial 20 bucks that I spent is worth. So I feel like I've got my money worth, and even if I just stop playing tomorrow, I feel like I made a good investment in it. I don't think I'll stop playing tomorrow, but I know that in about a week, Alien Fireteam Elite 2 is coming out, and I'm super excited about that, so I may put this down for a little bit to go kill some xenomorphs. And I will probably do that on stream. So it is space related, and my channel is a space channel. So expect space related content, even if it's not flying in space. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna go land. It's a cool looking planet, that's for sure. It's got different colors. I don't know, is that an ocean up there? Or is that just like blue land? Kind of looks like water. I have not seen water in this game yet. I'm going to go land there. I want to land there. It looks cool. I'm going to go land myself there. I hope I can land there. Hold on, is there another place I can land? That's near that place? Carver's Ridge. Yeah, I want to go there. Try flying over water. And try to turn on your water simulation settings. Well, I'm gonna go land where those little green pools are, right over there. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to manually fly down there. What time is it? I gotta hurry up, because I won't be landing anything. I'm gonna get kicked out of the house. That's what's gonna happen. How do I find a place that's close to here? I don't see any markers that are close to here. The Golden Riviera, Narina's Rest, Shadowfall. That sounds cool. Okay, we'll go to Shadowfall, and then we're gonna take a chance at Shadowfall. It's actually something over water. Just fly straight down. Yeah. Markers likely is PvP. What, every single one of these markers is a PvP area? Well, that'll be interesting. How about we stop a couple hundred kilometers? Oh, of course. Of course, I go to the dark side of the planet. Sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. What the hell is going on? Can I just go to one spot? Frigid Knot. How about that? We'll try that one. That's okay. I don't mind if there's people over there. Look at that. Look how gorgeous the clouds are, though. You can see the parallax on the cloud. You even see the damn shadows that the clouds are casting. There we go. Here we go. That's what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Volumetric clouds for the win. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see water simulation. That is maybe a little excessive on the water simulation. Like, the waves are really moving fast down there. We're going to see what it looks like when we get under the cloud cover. Just fly where you like to go. These clouds are moving. I sure hope they are. I sure hope the water is moving because there's a hurricane underneath these clouds. I'm going to go land right down there. Yep, this is the first time I've seen water in Star Citizen. Oh. You know, I'm a flight simulator guy. I played Flight Simulator for years too. So coming through cloud cover like that looks cool. And I'm very tempted to go and reinstall Flight Sim. Oh! And I got condensation from flying underneath them. Yeah, looks cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's just go land here. I was hoping for like some trees and stuff, but those mountains off in the distance look awesome. Look at that. The dark clouds and the mountains. Damn. I gotta go check that area out there. I bet you get some real nice sunrises from those mountain peaks. Alright. We're shutting off the ship here. And I'm gonna do a thing. Where are my captain's quarters? Oh no, yeah, I guess I could still fly the ship tomorrow. Is there storage here? This is the problem with some of these ships, is there's no storage. Oh, there is. Thank God. Okay, we're gonna do that. Because the problem that I've had is that if you're wearing a particular backpack or even chest armor, you don't, yep, you see? I don't get the option to log out. So I have to do this. See, this is one of the bugs I was talking about. You gotta take off your chest piece to be able to lie down and then hit the log out. Well, before I do that, folks, as I lay here on my bed, gazing up at the stars, I think to myself, where the hell is my ceiling? Go outside and look up? No, I did. I have the music on. I'm going to go outside and look up after I log back in the next time. I do have to get off here. It's 16 minutes past stream time. That should be done. I'm going to check out a lot of this stuff. I'm enjoying the stream. I mean the exploration that I've been doing this stream. I hear another ship. Yeah, I hear another ship. I don't know what happens if I log out here. I'm hoping that's just my engine. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to log off. Hopefully my ship disappears with me. Thanks, everyone, for joining in. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me on a Thursday evening. Again, I do stream every Thursday evening from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'm tired now, so that's probably why I'm saying things backwards. 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And I also stream Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you enjoy this kind of stream, feel free to join me some other time. You can always hit the sub, like, whatever it is on Twitch, follow, and notification bell, all that stuff. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next one Saturday morning. Again, appreciate your company, appreciate the good chat and all the tips and advice. I'll see you next time. This is Commander Josh Hawkins, signing off. Pressing buttons.